right, we are loading into Skype. So peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And before we start, I saw a Muslim saying, "Hey princess, where are you?" Calling me princess. My friend, I am not the one who put eyeliner 3 times a day like your prophet. I am not the one who received Quran wearing women clothes. I am not the one who pee like a woman. And I am not the one who men kiss him down his belly and he say, yes, right there. So if you want to talk about princess, well, obviously we know which princess we are talking about. Let us see. All right. My Skype is open. If there is any Muslim want to call us and tell us why he's a Muslim, well, then we will be happy to have you and we will be listening. Now, from time to time, I receive emails or requests from people. Can you respond to this guy? Can you respond to that guy? Then I ask myself, what's wrong with those Christians? Are you all of a Christian? Are you a potato, maybe like Muslims? Why you cannot answer them yourself? Okay, we have Mr. Rashid. How are you, Mr. Rashid?
Hello, Christian Prince.
How are you, my friend?
Wait a moment. Please wait. I put my Bluetooth.
All right.
Hello, Christian Prince.
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead. What do you like to say to us? Why you are a Muslim, Rashid?
Good evening, because I'm in Europe right now.
All right.
Not the US. So
for us, it's almost evening too. Yeah. All right.
Salam to all the Muslims.
Salam
just to the Muslims.
Okay.
Not to the Christians.
All right. Wonderful. So why you cannot say salam to the Christians?
Because if I do that, then I am a hypocrite. Because the Quran does not allow us to,
Yeah, but you live in England, right? You're in Europe. Where do you live?
I live in Finland.
And did you take an oath when you took your passport to be a Finnish citizen that you will protect the kingdom and you will obey the law?
No. I am not an asylum seeker. I come here legally, from work, because I am originally from Nigeria.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, my friend, okay. We don't care if you say Salaam alaikum or not, because we do not need it from you anyway. It's you Muslims who seek Salam with us, not the opposite. So anyway, why you are a Muslim?
Well, I was born into Islam, and I think it's the right religion, because and I believe the Prophet is the seal of prophets, and because the Christianity has been corrupted, so Islam came with the truth.
Okay.
And I believe in it.
Okay. Christianity is corrupted. What is that? Do you mean like the Bible is corrupted?
Necessarily. I don't really think like the Bible is very corrupted. I think some things.
No, the question is very simple, Rashid. We are adult. I don't like to jump over.
Yes, I know.
Either you say it's corrupted. There's nothing is called little corrupted, or either it's corrupted or not, because little corruption means it's corrupted.
I feel there are some part in the Bible where it is the way it was before, but there are some things that has also been corrupted and changed.
Okay.
That is what I believe.
So why your prophet, he says that he agreeing with what we have?
That was with the Torah, the Old Testament, not the New Testament.
No, that's not true. Because simply it says, he is speaking about the Christians and the Jews believing in what they have with them, the people of the book.
Yeah, but that was it was when he sat down. I know the passage you're talking about was when the Jews invited him. He sat down on the pillow. What part are you talking about?
No, you see, chapter 2, verse number 87. It's mentioned Moses and Isa. And Isa, we supported him by the Holy Spirit. And then right after that, he says, and when a book came, confirm what is with them, which means is mentioning the Christian and the Jews. So the Christian and the Jews are mentioned in the verse before it. The verse after it says, and and when a book came, confirm what is with them. So why you are making things?
Show me. The one I know.
Chapter 2, verse number 87. Open your Quran from your side.
Okay, wait a moment. Wait, sorry. One moment, please. Sorry. Chapter what?
Chapter 2, the cow chapter.
The cow, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Hindu
Right.
chapter, yeah.
No, not the Hindu chapter. What do you mean?
Well, this is the cow chapter.
Yeah, but there's nothing related to Hindu here.
No, it
It's
is.
just the
No,
name,
it
the
is. Because
cow.
how Allah he resurrect people from death?
Okay, okay. What is the verse? The verse
I
number.
told you, chapter 2, verse number 87. You are not concentrating. Take it easy.
I'm concentrating.
Yeah,
Calm
and
down.
your God, Allah, he resurrect people from death by hitting them by beef. This is Hindu. The cow.
What?
Yeah, the cow give life. How Allah resurrect people? Why it's called the chapter of the cow? Are you telling me you do not know? Are you telling me you do not know
Wait.
that the cow
Let's focus
chapter?
on the.
Yeah, we will go.
Wait.
We will
Let's
go there
focus on the
after
one
we finish this one. No problem.
you're telling me. Sorry, I'm opening it.
Yeah.
87.
Hmm.
I never know anything about resurrecting people with meat.
Yeah, with not meat. You have to do it with beef, cow specifically. Otherwise, you are not a Hindu then. Because the cow, the Hindu cow, is the one who give life, not your God.
Okay, I seen it, and
Okay,
yeah,
so
you're right.
chapter 2, verse number 87, speaking about the Christian and the Jews. And in the verses, I read two verses, it says,
Wait, I'm gonna read it. Indeed, we gave Moses the book and sent it after him successive messengers, and we gave Jesus, he's the son of Mary, clear person, and the Holy Spirit. Why is it that every time a messenger comes to you, Israelite, with something you do not like, you become arrogant, rejecting some and killing others? Yeah, but this is about the Jews. Wait, Christian Prince is talking to this is about the Jews,
no,
not
my
the
friend, it's
Christians we have
mentioned,
now,
it's
because they have
mentioned, no,
changed
no, no,
everything.
no. It's mentioned that we gave Moses and Jesus. So, and then a book came confirming what is with them, which mean the Jews and the Christian. Doesn't say with the Jews, it says with them who, the one who mentioned previously, the one who follow Moses and the one who they are believing in Jesus. So, a book confirming what is with them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, we can
wait,
show you
I
more.
try to.
We can show you more
Wait, no,
verses.
wait. I read it again.
Okay, read it again.
Indeed, we gave Moses the book and sent after him successful messengers, and we gave Jesus, Ibn Maryam, clear proofs and supported him with the Holy Spirit. Why is it Holy Spirit?
Mm.
Huh? Wait, Holy Spirit.
Mm.
I don't think Allah. I don't think Allah is a spirit, and
What?
and I don't think Allah has a spirit, and so this passage is talking about the Holy Spirit. Hmm. Okay, I see your point. Yes, I see your point. I see your point. Okay, he gave the book. He confirmed the book. That does not mean the Bible cannot be changed. You understand, Christian Prince? Because we know that the Christians have always involved the religion with politics. I know Muslims do that too, but I know
My
Muslims we
friend, I
do
don't know.
that too.
Are you adult, mature, or you are a kid? It says confirm what is with them. So is the Bible corrupted or not?
I think it's corrupted. This
So
is talking about 1400 years
so why
ago.
your God lying? But because this is the book in the time of the Christians, still we have it in the 600 years after.
No. You don't have it. So many things
Well,
has
okay,
been changed.
hold on.
Even
Okay,
the Jews says the same thing.
hold on. In the time of your prophet, he says the Christian, they say that the Messiah is Allah. The same book. The Messiah is Allah. Al-Masihu Allah. So the same Quran says that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, and the Jews believe that Uzair is the son of Allah. The same book, and you are the one who said that he was confirming only the Jewish book, but the Jews, they believe at that time, according to your Quran, that there is a guy, his name is Uzair, and and the Jews, they believe he is the son of God. And this is a chapter 9, verse number 30.
I never know any Jews that say that. So
Yeah,
I don't think.
I agree with you. I never know a Jew saying, and there is no.
I know Christians say that, but I never heard any
I know
Jews
your prophet
compare anybody
your prophet
to
is
God
yeah.
because
We know that your prophet is mentally ill, and he say whatever he wish. You know.
no, don't say that, Christian priest.
Why not?
I
Why not?
just want to
Okay.
have a
You see,
no. You cannot have any insults. If you prove to me this is wrong, it's okay. But let's not go to insult because
no,
I
I'm not
respect you a lot
insulting. I'm not
because of what
insulting.
you
Okay,
do.
I'm not insulting, my friend. All your book says that Muhammad is mentally ill. Okay, let me ask you: when somebody have
Yeah,
sex and he imagine he have sex, but in fact he did not have sex, is that a mental illness or not?
like a sex dream.
No,
Everybody.
no, he's awake. He's awake. He's not having sex a dream. He's awake, and he go around and he tell people that I had sex with my wives, and then later we find that he did not touch any of them. So if this guy is so crazy, he's hallucinate to the point he do not know what is real and what is fake when he is awake, not when he is asleep. Read with me.
Wait. I have
This
never.
is Sahih
Show me
al-Bukhari.
proof.
This
Yeah.
is Sahih al-Bukhari saying, once the
Yes.
prophet was bewitched, so he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he had not done. Do you see it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Once the
So
prophet. This is
is that
this Sahih al Bukhari.
yeah?
Okay.
This is
Okay.
Sahih al-Bukhari. You know Sahih al-Bukhari. Bukhari is
Wait. I read. Wait. I read it.
yeah. Wait.
Once the prophet was bewitched, so that he began to imagine that he had done a thing.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, but this is just talking about the prophet was bewitched. There's nothing that talk about sex here
Oh, you know,
because I
okay,
see.
I did not tell you the rest of the story. I was going to Walmart to do shopping, and then I saw Aisha, and she told me that my husband, his name is Muhammad, he imagined himself having sex. In fact, he did not do that. And here we go. This is what she told me. Read with me carefully.
Yes.
Okay, read.
I read what?
Read. It's in front of you.
I he has not. Okay. Ish. Wait. I never seen it. The prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had slept, had sexual relationship with his wife, and in fact, okay. I see.
Okay. So is
This
that
is Sahih Bukhari. Okay.
yeah? This is Sahih
Wha-
Bukhari. Yeah, you can get it from McDonald's. Now, what we will do. So is a
Can you put
person.
the Arabic version? I want to show it to my wife, please. Just the Arabic
Well, your
version
wife she
because
speak Arabic. Your wife she speak Arabic.
yeah, she's Egyptian.
Oh, okay. Let her read for us. Go ahead.
Can you read this, please? Is that what it says? Okay. All right. I okay. Yes,
Oh,
it's
yes.
right. It's right. But wait. Some we men sometimes we dream about having a sexual relationship with women. This is just normal.
You know what?
I just no.
Once I had a dream that I have a sexual relationship with my refrigerator. What are you talking about? This is a guy. He is imagining himself having sex with his wives when he's awake. This is not in a dream. And he go around say to his wife, "Did you like it?" She said, "Like what? You did not even touch me." Because if a person just see a dream, this is a dream. He wake up, he knew that he was in a dream. This guy, he go around, he think he did something, but in fact, he did not. So obviously your prophet is mentally ill.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, this is very surprising.
Hmm.
I knew he was sick, poisoned, but I never knew he was bewitched with black magic.
Do you think the
I don't
poison,
know.
do you think the poison, he went down to his ear and then to the throat and then come back to his brain?
Well, it's I think it's scientifically proven that it's possible for poison to actually affect your memory, your brain. I think that is
Ah,
possible. Yes,
yeah.
that is proof. But I
Okay.
am not going to try to say, oh, maybe that's the reason because that is just very
Hmm.
unprofessional. Okay. Imagine sex, but I feel this is just uh a little time in his life. I don't think this
What
went
do you
on
mean
for
little
a
time?
very.
According to Muslims, it took Allah 12 months to release 12 knots that the Jewish guy he did to him. So he made it 12 knots, and it took Allah 1 month to release every knot from Muhammad. So for almost a year, Muhammad was mentally ill, according to this. If you go to a hospital for 1 year of mental illness, still you are, a person. Obviously, you will not recover. I mean, they can give you drugs to easy to, but nobody can fix your brain. So obviously, Muhammad, you have a mental issue.
Okay, this is right, but my wife. The reason I started listening to you is because like a month ago. Sorry for like over talking, but my wife told me she wanted to leave the religion, and it was a very big problem in my household because
Okay.
I have a daughter and a son.
Hmm.
So she told me that what? Yes, yes. She told me that the prophet married Aisha at 6 years old and slept with them at 9 because I asked the Sheikh, he said Aisha was 18, and during that time that the way women were perceived, like it's not like now. So
Hmm.
I don't really speak Arabic, and I tried looking for the verse in the Quran that says Aisha was like 6, 9, but I never seen it. And my wife said it's you have it. So can I please see
My
the
friend, my
part where
friend,
it says
my friend. Will I respect your wife? I hope she will leave Islam very soon, and maybe she did already,
no,
as you
no,
say.
no, she won't because it's not. It's just brainwashing because I feel women are easily brainwashed
Ah,
to
okay. So
do
are
things.
you
Yeah.
saying your wife is a stupid in the front of her face?
No, I'm not saying stupid because they have emotions. You know, we have a daughter who is 6 years old,
Okay,
so
so
that can easily like
do men have emotion too or no?
we have emotion, but we
Okay,
can. I feel
we
we
just
can
showed
see.
you that your prophet himself, and he is a man, he was imagining things never happened. But the wife, she did not. So women can be more healthy in the brain than men, correct?
I know this. This is
Okay. So what you
but
are saying
we
is
know
absolutely
women.
false. Now read with me. When your sheikh says to you that Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 18, Muhammad was dead at that time, my friend. Muhammad married
Hmm.
Aisha when she was 18. Muhammad is dead when she was 17, going in her 18. He died. So he married her, and then he stayed with her nine years after he died.
Wait, I gonna read what you have in the screen.
Uh-huh.
That the prophet, peace be upon him, married her when she was 6 years old, and what? And he consummated his marriage when she was. Hmm. Is this Sahih? Oh, I see Sahih Bukhari.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please send me the link? I open in my own site here,
No
if you
problem.
don't mind. Sorry.
No problem. Here we go. The link is with you.
I haven't sent it yet. But... Okay. So here, Bukhari. What the prophet married when she was 6 years old, and he consummated this marriage when she was 9. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna search the meaning of consummated in the dictionary. Sorry.
Dictionary for what?
I want to check the meaning of consummated in the dictionary.
It
Sorry.
mean consummated, it mean he have intercourse. He did boom boom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
he married her at the age of 6. He was molesting her, kissing her, touching
Right.
her, play with her, masturbating
Hmm.
until the age of 9, and then he, excuse my language, he did it. This is another clear sign that Muhammad is mentally ill, because a person who is 54 years old, what he saw in a child.
Okay. But in the old times, women, No, no, no.
Yeah, in the old time, let me
No.
tell you about.
I'm.
I will tell you about my grandmother. My grandmother at the old time, because they grow so fast. She said that she got married when she was 2 weeks old, and she did get pregnant, and she delivered the child after 3 weeks. And then when she became 10, she had like 10 children. And yeah, that's normal at the old time. I mean, what are you talking about? Old time, new time, human is a human, and now we have more global warming. So if it's the weather will change, now it's warmer. So she is 6 years old. He is five. Actually, she is five because six in the Islamic calendar, five in our calendar. So what made a man at the age of 54 think for a second in someone she is a child? You said you have a child yourself, right? You have a daughter.
Yes, my Skype profile. It's like my
I
daughter.
don't want to look
She's
at your
6.
daughter. I'm
Uh,
saying, how old is she?
she'll be 6 by
Okay, God forbid, imagine,
January 7.
God forbid, imagine somebody coming to your house and asking you to sleep with your daughter. What you would do?
No, please, no, not my daughter, because I am very sensitive with my
My friend, I
children.
understand.
So,
That's why I'm asking you about it, because you are sensitive. This is your daughter. So you just rejected that. So why you accept to have Muhammad to be a prophet when he do something very disgusting?
well, if I'm not even going to try to make it sound uh, give it a reason. I don't think it's good, so I'm not going to try to justify that because I have a daughter myself. And okay, but what if like the I know the girl is like 6 years old, but if the father agreed and trusted the prophet, peace be upon him, then I don't think there is a real problem
Even
there.
when even
Is
when
there?
Muhammad he wanted to have her, he went to Abu Bakr, and Abu Bakr he said to him, "But you are my brother." He said to him, "I am your brother in religion, and she is mine." So he forced the guy to take her. Hmm.
For a 6 year old girl?
Mm-hmm.
This is the part because in Islam there are so many things that I am like not happy with, but this is the part I've like tried my best to like make sure it's wrong
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very sensitive with young children, and this is the part I always pray every day that it's wrong because or it's a lie because I have a daughter myself, and yeah. Can you show me the part where the prophet said that you're just my brother in religion?
No
That
problem.
Abu Bakr,
No
please
problem. I
show
will
me.
show
Thank
it
you.
to you. Okay, let me find it. You are lucky that I'm a person. Everything I have is in my head. I do not need to save them. I can find them in a second. Here we go. The Prophet asked Abu Bakr for Aisha hand and in marriage. Abu Bakr said, "But I am your brother." The Prophet, he said, "You are my brother in Allah religion, and Aisha is mine." وَهِيَ لِي halal. Translation, he says, she is lawful for me. He says, she is mine, she is lawful for me, I will take her, which means he forced the father. Oh, the father is trying to find an excuse to get away from it. And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari.
Wait, I read. The prophet asked Abu Bakr for Aisha's hand, man. Abu Bakr said, "But I am your brother." The prophet said, "You are my brother in Allah's religion and His book." But she, Aisha. This I don't think this is wrong. You do not date a child.
Hmm.
Um,
What your wife she say about this? Ask her.
she's with the kids now. I just because she is here and she is showing me like, look at this, and it's annoying. So I told her to leave.
Hmm.
I didn't tell her to leave because I am better. No, because I want to like learn the truth by myself. I don't want somebody pestering me to say, okay, watch this, look at this. I told you I don't want that. So I told her to leave. So
why you don't bring her to sit next to you and she can read with you? Don't be selfish.
no, not selfish, because she has been watching you behind my back, and it was a big problem at home because I married a Muslim lady, and now just 7 years now after, she's like she wants to like leave. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way, because we both agreed to be. We had a Muslim marriage. Also, wait, one more. I have this list she gave me on the paper. One, she said there is no marriage in Islam. Is that true?
No, there's no marriage. Where is the marriage?
But nikah means marriage, no?
No, go to a Muslim chat room right now, say I want to do nikah. They will bounce you, they will curse you, they will say the F word to you, because nikah is
Okay,
not a
but
word. Go to any chat room.
nikah.
Go to any chat room in Arabic, in Paltalk as an example, and type, "Hey guys, I want to do nikah." If the word nikah mean marriage, nobody will be upset, because you are saying I want to get married, correct? So if you say the word,
Yes.
if you say I want to do nikah, and they start cursing you and effing you and bouncing you and insulting you, it's mean you said something bad. Very easy.
Okay,
Go do it
but
right now, and you will see that this is what they will do to you, because the word nikah does not mean marriage. Otherwise, if I go to a chat room, says, "Hey guys, I want to get married," nobody will be upset. He did not do anything. He did not say anything wrong.
what does nikah? You said nikah mean sex?
Nikah mean to F. No, not to have sex. I wish it said to have sex. It is to F. Let me give you the clearer proof.
What's the difference between sex and F? Like, I don't understand. Is it
No,
not the same word?
no. Nikah is the F street word. You know, like when you say the F word, literally.
Yeah.
Intercourse is something different. Like, you know, like you can say asharaha. You know, like as an example in the hadith where Muhammad speak about 3 nights, 3 days. He said ishra. So ishra is sleeping with somebody, but it's a nice word. It's not like the F word. So let me give you an example. And as long as your wife she speak Arabic, she can translate for you. I سورة الثلاثة أيام SSC. I'm just trying to find the hadith on the website. Something wrong with the website. Let me try again. There is somebody doing his nails.
Huh?
There is somebody doing his nails next to you, because I hear like like a brush or something.
Wait, one moment. It's my wife. I'm in my study, but she's close to my study. Wait, I tell her to leave, please.
Okay, here we go. We found the hadith.
Can you please go? Take her and go. Thank you. If I need your help, I will ask.
No, let her stay next to you, but she do not need to do her nails right now. So read with me carefully.
She's brushing my daughter's hair. It's not nails.
Okay, sorry. I thought nails. So Allah Messenger said, can you see it? If a man and a woman agree, and between two brackets they say marry temporarily. There's nowhere in the Arabic it says marry. You can show it to your wife. It says فَعِشْرَةُ مَا بَيْنَهُمَا ثَلَاثُ لَيَالٍ. So if a man and a woman, they agree to do sex, but this is the word ishra, which means they sleep together under one roof. 3 nights and 3 days. If they like to increase, they can increase. This is your prophet. This is marriage. And look, the funny Muslim, they say between two brackets, this is marry temporarily.
But this is prostitution. This is for Shia.
No, this is your prophet. Is he Shia?
No, but the Sunni, we don't believe in this anymore. It's just the
friend.
Shia.
So are you saying to me, your prophet at that time, he was a prostitute? And later he repent?
From what I learned from the Sheikh is that during that time is what the time of war, and they were like
My
away
friend,
from their
what war?
wives,
What this have
and
to do with war? Everybody go to war. Moses went to war. Oh, today we have war. So if the reason is war, nothing changed. Always we have war. So we can do mut'a always then. If the reason is a war, can you name for me one country don't have a war? Nigeria have war. Ethiopia have war. Sudan have
uh,
war. Iraq have war. Syria have war.
yes, yes.
Okay, so that means we
Okay,
don't.
I get your point, but it was later abrogated.
How you can abrogate the Quran? Because this is Quran, chapter 4, verse 24. And what kind of God he allow you to go and do nikah to a woman for a few days? What does that mean? You are the one who said this is prostitution. What kind of God he say prostitution is okay? And Allah never abrogated this verse. Show me the verse. Because you know what kind of religion you abrogate what Allah say, but by what a man say. You Muslim worship God or you worship a man? Who's your
We
God?
worship Allah,
Okay, Allah
God,
he says you do mut'ah. Who is the one who said to you don't do mut'ah no more?
the Prophet.
Okay, so which one you follow?
Yeah, but the Prophet is speaking from what God told
No,
him to
no,
say.
this is absolutely hypocrisy. Without, but I don't want to insult you because if Allah he
No,
said to
no, no.
Muhammad, do this by Quran, then he should tell him again not to do this by Quran because Allah communicate with Muhammad by Quran.
So nikah does not mean marriage. It's just
My friend, if we go to the
F
okay,
word.
let me show you. Here we go. If we go, you know that if a Muslim he divorced his wife three times, right? If he
Oh
divorces
yeah,
his
yeah.
wife,
She has to sleep with
okay.
somebody else
The word
before.
sleep. What is the word sleep there in that verse? Do you know?
What is it?
Tankah.
Tanka.
Yeah. So if the word tankah mean marriage, then we don't say she have to do tankah. A new husband is already a husband. So what tankah mean? It's mean
Yeah.
she have to F a new husband. So here we go. This is the chapter 2, verse number 230. So the translation here says, unless she married another husband, but this is false. In Arabic it says, unless she do nikah to other husband. So he's a husband. She have to do what to him? Nikah. How we can understand this
Okay.
is more? You will see a story of a woman. Her husband was beating her because she refused to sleep with him. Why she refused to sleep with him? Because her husband, his name is Abu Rifa, he divorced her. And she wanted to go back to him, but Muhammad, he come with this rule. Sorry, Rifa, he divorced the wife. His name is Rifa. And
Yeah.
then the Abdul Rahman, a guy, his name Abdul Rahman, he married this woman. This woman, she went to Aisha, she said, my husband did beat me. Look what happened to me. He made my skin greener than my clothes. Then the Prophet, he said to her, after the husband come, you can read the whole story, take your time, that if your intention to go back to your previous husband, you should know that he is not lawful for you. Read really carefully. Allah Messenger said to her, if that is your intention, which means to go back to your previous husband, he is not unlawful for you to marry Rifa unless Abdul Rahman, he had nikah with you. He have what? Sexual intercourse in the translation. In the Arabic it says يَذُوقُ عُسَيْلَتَكِ, which means he tests your orgasm.
What?
Yeah.
This. Wait. I'm trying to make sense of the logic, but it's flawed. I don't think this can solve anything. It's just. Wait,
He
so
is saying to
if she
her,
wants to
if
go
she
back,
want to go
wait,
back to your previous husband, you cannot do that unless the new husband, he F you and he tastes your orgasm and you taste his orgasm.
but that I'm trying to understand the logic behind that, but that does
There's
not
no
help
logic. It's a
anybody.
crazy man. His name is Muhammad. What logic? What is the logic behind this? A guy, he divorced his wife. If Muhammad don't want people to divorce, why you make it so easy? So he made it so easy, and people they divorce, marry, divorce, remarry, divorce, remarry. So now Muhammad, he tried to fix it supposedly. So he come with the rule: if you divorce your wife 3 times, Allah told me she cannot go back to you unless she F a new guy, not to marry, because as you see here, she is married to a guy already. Still, he is
Yeah.
unlawful for her to go back to the previous husband. Why? Because she did not F the new guy yet.
That logic is flawed. It does not help anybody. Okay, I see the proof. Nikah means F word, not marriage.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay, so
what do you think about the prophet of God? He said to a woman, unless he tastes your juice and you taste his juice.
no, I don't. That it's normal. He's an adult. I think it's okay to say something like that because they are all
Is it okay
adults.
for a prophet of God to be polite? You mean this is polite to say to a woman, unless he tastes your orgasm.
I'm
This
not
is
saying like it's polite. I'm just saying like they are all adults and they are talking.
well. Why he don't
It's not
say
like we
unless
have,
you sleep with him? Do he have to say unless you taste his orgasm and you taste his orgasm?
the old times do their grammar, their way of saying things were like different from the way we
The
compose
old
English
days.
now. So
So
they
okay.
just
So
say
why?
it the way they understand.
Okay, Jesus was there before Muhammad, 600 years before that. Why he did not say such a thing?
I feel Jesus was like a very holy person, and that kind of word is not like fit into
Is
his
not fit
description.
exactly. Is not fitted. It's fit for a low trashy person like Muhammad.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like counseling in a way. I mean, if you go to a pastor, I think tell them about your sexual life. I think they are going to talk explicit things. This is a normal thing.
No, normal thing. Yeah. So until now, you think your prophet is a good guy after all of this?
I am not saying, wait, first of all, I was gonna just come, know about the Aisha, then if you were wrong, I would just laugh and leave. But Aisha, you proved it to be right, and now I have to listen to what you have to say because
Okay.
whenever I ask my sheikh this, he never show me proof. He just say, don't believe these people and don't let your wife speak to this man. This man, he knows you that they talk about you and that they advise us not to listen to you or any other Christians.
Hmm.
So the next one, it's about
No, wait. Before. What about if you have a friend, and this friend is married to a widowed, and then
yeah.
a prophet he says to your friend, what you did marry? Did you marry a widow or a little child? The guy he says it's a widow, not a virgin. The prophet he said
Wait,
to him, the prophet said to him, why? Why you don't marry a little child to if a little child so you can play with her and she can play with you? Is that an advice of a prophet of God or a child molester?
I told you before, I'm very sensitive with children and wait, what kind of prophet said that?
You're a
I don't
prophet.
think there's a nice.
You're a prophet. You're a prophet.
uh,
You're a prophet. All those
Prophet
hadith in this,
Muhammad.
all those hadith in the screen is the same hadith, and this is sahih.
Wait, I gonna read it.
Yeah.
Did we
Let
have a
me. Here
man?
we go.
I said yes. He said a virgin or a matron.
Hmm.
I said a matron. Oh, okay, matron is like a yeah. He said, why didn't you marry a young girl so that you may play with her and she with you? I said, oh Messenger of Allah, Abdullah died and left behind 7 daughters, so I have brought someone who can look after them. He says, so he supplicated for me. Well, I feel that is quite hypocritical of him to supplicate for someone he just advised wrongly. That is like your heart is not in the right place. And I, I feel this is being a hypocrite. You say marry a young child, then that means you don't support her. Him marrying an older woman, and now you supplicate. I feel this is a hypocrite of him. But how old was the child? Like, was he like underage,
My
like
friend, it
under
says here, if you
16?
read with me, it says, my father died, leaving 7 or 9 girls, orphans between two brackets, and I did not like to bring a young girl like them. So they are children, they are orphans. You don't call an orphan somebody who is at 18 or she is 18, right? We call orphan for children
Yeah.
who cannot, handle themselves. So he said, I'm not going to bring someone like them. And this is a translation made by Muslims, remember. So I don't want to bring a young girl like them. So what your prophet is asking the guy to do, to bring a young girl like them. Them who? The orphans.
Wait, okay. Now this guy who's getting married to an older woman, lady,
Yeah.
he said my father and left behind 7 or 9
Yeah,
daughters.
he
But
married.
if it's
He
the
married
father,
already.
that
No,
means
no, no,
the
no, no. He married already a widowed woman. Muhammad asked him, "Did you marry a widowed or a young virgin?" The guy he says, "I married a widowed or previously married." Muhammad he says, "Why?
Mhm.
Why you don't marry a young virgin, a child, so she can play with you and make you laugh?" I mean, look at the sickness. He want a wife to make him laugh. This man is obviously mentally ill. He's a pedophile. And you said to me, don't insult my
Maybe
prophet. This is a pedophile who enjoys seeing kids in his bed and they made him laugh. So what is the purpose he's making now the man think to divorce his wife? He's asking the guy to think of in different direction. Why you do that? Why? Why you marry a woman? She is a grown woman. Why you don't go after a child? She will make you laugh. Is that a reason to have a child in your bed to make you laugh? And this translation, by the way, made by the Muslims. تضاحكها وتضاحكك. She make you
I'm
laugh and you
very
make her laugh. I mean, is
I'm
Muhammad
very
do Muhammad think
okay.
he's a boy too? This
I
is a talk of a
this
boy.
is Yeah, this is not right. I don't support anything that involves children being molested or abused because they are young, because I don't like that. But this is not a nice word to say from the Prophet.
Hmm.
And I feel this is just another one of his shortcomings and mistake. Remember, he always prayed for God to forgive his sins. So I feel this was just a sin. No,
So are you saying to me that Allah he is going to forgive the sin of Muhammad and Muhammad is mislead all the Muslims and now Allah will forgive the sin of the Muslims because Muhammad mislead them? I thought he's a messenger of God. A messenger of God, he do the opposite. He lead people. He did not mislead people. How many millions right now they are having sex with the children because of Muhammad?
I know this is a. My wife told me it's a problem in the Middle East,
Oh
and
no, even in the Quran, you know, in chapters is a chapter of divorce. There's a chapter of divorce. Verse number 4, it says you can divorce little ones who they are, you know, children's. Go read it.
what?
Yeah, you can
Can you
divorce.
please show me?
Yeah, here we go. And I will show
Wait,
you,
I'm gonna.
so you don't get confused. I will show you even the interpretation, so you don't say we are making things up. The chapter
I'm
of the
gonna
divorce,
write it on a paper
chapter
now.
65, verse number 4. It says those who they don't have more ministration, and those who never have one because they are too young. Those who they are too young because why? Okay, they never have this ministration. Why? Because of their young age. They are so young. Read careful with me. And as for those women who they, you know, like you decide to divorce them, those who they have no menstruation, well, you have to let them. They have to wait for 3 months after the divorce. Okay. Now regarding those, or those who they have a doubt about their menstruation, okay, and then he says, and regarding those who they are too young, they have not yet have menstruation because their young age.
Huh.
They never have menstruation and they are marrying them. They are having sex with them. They are children's. So this is the verse of divorce, remember. So if the time of the divorce still they don't have menstruation, so in the time of marriage, they what they have?
I understand your point.
Yeah, and this is Quran, remember. This is chapter
This is Quran.
65, chapter 65, verse number 4.
Wait, I write it. I write it down.
I will give you the link.
Chapter
Here we go. I will
65.
post it for you.
So,
And this is
yes,
Tafsir,
thank you,
and this
please.
is Tafsir al-Jalalain. No problem. So how in the world I want to
Wait,
follow
I will send the link to my sheikh now,
my friend?
but now
Why
I
you
know
don't
he's.
call him? Why you don't call him right now? You see what?
Well, this is around almost 1 a.m. here.
Oh, okay.
So if I call him, that's like disrespect. I don't.
All right.
The reason why I called you is because you like online. So
What about you know? Do you have anyone who live in Nigeria? I think in Nigeria. What the time in Nigeria right now?
well, I
It's late
think the
too.
time in Nigeria be around 11.
Do
Yeah, it's a. I don't.
do you know
Yeah,
any?
it's a bit late.
Do you know any sheikh in Canada and USA? It's still early here, you know. I mean, for me, it
No,
is.
I live in Finland,
Yeah,
so
you
I
do not
only
know
know
any
Sheikh
sheikh. Oh,
here.
okay, all right.
Only
So,
Sheikh
so
in
what do you
Finland.
think, my
So.
friend? You're not going to leave Islam?
Wait, I think this is wrong because you do not do this with children because they are just like innocent and everything. I feel like because I am a very sensitive person to children, you are like pushing the child molestation and
I'm
child
not
abuse
pushing, my
more to
friend. It's
me.
you who mentioned it to me. I did not open my mouth about it. It's you who said that. It is
Okay,
you who
thank
said your
you.
wife, she gave you a list, and this is the list, right?
Okay, next in the
Hmm.
wait. Can you go back to the verse, the where it says that you should why didn't you get married to a younger child so you can play with them? Because I just that is like that one gets to me so much. I don't know why. Because
Hmm. Here we go. The guy, he said, the reason I did marry a growing woman because I want a wife. She can take care of the kids, not someone like them. And this is Sahih Bukhari. So the Muhammadan cannot say to you, the game, this is weak and this is no, this garbage. They cannot say that. This is a very authentic, and this is Al Bukhari. So what is the excuse? There is no excuse. Why a man? Anyway, it doesn't say you are married now, as you told me, you are married and you have a family. Why in the world I want to advise you to find a new wife, even if she is not a child? What kind of a man he go and he whisper in your ear, says, why you marry this woman? Why you don't marry a virgin? Come on, man. So now you go home, you start thinking, well, you know what, I'm going to this is right, so this is what the devil do. The devil, he want to destroy your family. You are happy with your wife, you have a child from her, and you are not complaining, and the guy is not complaining in the hadith. So what the business of Muhammad? What is my business to tell you why you marry this woman? You are not complaining anyway. Like if the guy came to him, he says, my wife, she is bad to me, I will say, okay, well, he asked for advice, so he got what he asked for. The guy is not, actually the story, if you read the whole story, the guy was in a rush to go to his wife, which means he missed her. He said to him, Jabir, what happened? Why you are in a rush? He said, because I miss my wife. I'm newly married. He said, did you marry a virgin or a matron? What kind of a question? Why I want to ask, what is, when I ask you, is she virgin or not? I'm asking you, excuse my language, I'm asking you, can you tell me about your wife vagina? I mean, what is the business of a man to ask such a question? If she is a virgin or not, what's your business? What kind of a man, he asked other man, is your wife a virgin or her vagina is being used? What's wrong with this prophet?
I think there is a very perverted way to think, especially when it involves a child. So I'm not even going to talk about this again because it's really getting to me. So
Aren't you a black person, my friend, from Nigeria?
yes, I am black. I am black.
Okay, don't you know what Muhammad said about black people?
I know there's a bit of a racism with the Arabs and their religion, but I feel that's like the Shia that said the Ethiopians have an head like.
What Shia? What Shia? No, this is not the Shia. You see, this is not the Shia. This is Sunni. The hadith we will show you because you said you are a Sunni. So I'm going to
Yes, I
show you
am.
only what Sunni believe. I'm not going to show you. Your prophet, he says that white people, they are created.
Oh, I know that verse
This is
from the
not this.
right shoulder,
Okay, so
and the
okay,
and
so
the black people from the
okay, so
left.
so Allah created you as a black person from the left shoulder, and He decided to send you to hell. And Allah created the white people like ants, white ants, and He said to them, "You go to heaven, and I don't care." And still, after all,
Well,
you are a Muslim.
wait. Listen, that's true. I know that's it doesn't make sense because I know that and I'm still a Muslim. But racism has never been an issue for me because I believe that there's racists everywhere.
My friend,
And
my friend,
but what matters is
this is
my
not the question.
salvation.
This is not the question, my friend. You can be racist, I can be racist, he can be racist, she can be racist, but this is the best supposedly ethic as Muslim they claim that
I
Muhammad
don't
is the
believe he
one who
has the
come.
best ethics.
Yeah, where
I
is
believe he's just like us humans, and he makes mistakes, he does stupid things.
no, but you
But
see,
what happened
but
is
this
he
is not a
brought a
human.
message.
This is what he is saying. He is saying God, he told him that. So what he is saying to you, that when God created you, he created you to be black, and because he decided to send you to hell. Read the hadith in front of your eyes.
I know that hadith. I know. I've read it before. I have always had a problem with that hadith, and
Okay. What about Muhammad saying that the most person Allah he hate is a black person?
I know that. I know that too. I know about those ones, but I just like it's quite stupid. I know I'm still a Muslim after knowing that, but I like I said, racism was just something like I was just something like I didn't really experience it growing up, even living in Finland, so I just didn't put a lot of thought to it. Okay, fine, you have proof. Okay, one last question.
What I
Can
don't
you
what,
show
I
me?
don't understand. What do you mean? So like, is it okay for you to say that the most person Allah he hate is a black person? Is it okay
I
to
don't
say that
believe that.
Allah?
I don't believe that. I
What
think
do you know
that
you don't
that
believe?
is
My
just.
friend, what do you mean to believe? This is your prophet. If you believe in Muhammad, you believe in what he say.
I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not going to play the weak at this, strong at this. If it's what it says, that is what it says.
Well, this is Sahih.
But
This is Sahih. This is the hadith I'm showing right now in the screen
I
is
know.
Sahih
I
Muslim.
know. I know.
And
I
I'm
don't.
the one I'm showing you
I
is
accept
is
every
a
edit.
Tirmidhi. So you know, you want to play Sahih and Da'if, you can play, but you are playing with yourself, not with me. You know,
I feel Arabs are racist in a way. That's what I
my
feel
friend, Arab are
because
racist. I agree with you. I know my people, they are racist. But this is not the question now. Are we going to accept a person to teach us what best for us? And he is the most ugly, racist, filthy ever. I know a great Christians who they are black people right now. They are preaching the gospel to the white man in Europe who lost his mind. So black people, they are way better these days in many ways from
I know.
anyone who is white. So what the color have to do with this? So in the time of Jesus, Jesus, did he say go and teach the white, go and teach the European? No, the Christian, they went in all
No.
direction. They went to Ethiopia, they went to Egypt. The disciple of Jesus, they went to to Egypt, even to Ethiopia, and even to all the way to India. So
I
go
know.
and
I
teach the
know.
whole world. So you are black, I am white, both of us we have a blood, and my blood is not better than yours, and your blood is not better than mine. If I have an accident, we can exchange blood, correct or not?
Yes, we can.
Why? Because we have one Father. So with the Christ we are united. With Muhammad we are divided. So they fool people. They say that Muhammad he unite people and he don't make a difference. And he said, look what the white man did to you. But the white man did to you, the black man did to the white man too. Remember, even the African Egyptian, they took the whole white Jews as slaves, correct?
Yes, yes.
So you
I know
see,
racism
yeah.
was like
So
a
the old
it's
days,
normal. Everybody
yeah.
experienced. Every country
Yeah,
experienced
and
it.
not only that, even the African who was sold to the white man in Europe, they were captured by African, the North White Arab African in north of Africa,
Yes, I know. I know.
specifically Morocco, Libya, and Tunisia.
They still do it now because the Libya is still selling black people. So
Exactly. They
I don't
have,
have
right
that.
now, as we
It's
speak,
the
they have more than 20,000 slaves for sale in Libya, and nobody do anything about it. Right now, as we
that
speak.
is what I know. I know that is the problem with the media. I don't understand because everybody wants to blame the white man for racism. I'm like, well, white people selling slavery and everything ended years ago, but the ones that are still
My
going
friend,
on, we say nothing about it
go
because
right
we don't
now.
want to say uh, offend the Muslims. I don't buy into that. I think the media is just biased. So forget about all that. I don't care about the people in Libya. I don't care about any of that right now because I care about them. But now we are talking
Yeah,
about
but now we are talking about religion.
salvation.
So, do we accept Muhammad to be a prophet who teaches us what to be? In the same time, he is teaching me to be filthy. This is the question.
Actually, from everything I am seeing about children and belief, I think he is a very inappropriate person, and everything he's saying is just wrong and perverted because you do not treat children like that. children are too innocent for that. So I don't believe he has the right mindset with children. That is what I think.
You know, my
And
friend Rashid,
fine,
you just
that,
said perverted. We heard you. You are already out of Islam. So you know, not only your wife, she is going out of Islam. You're already out of Islam. You just called your prophet perverted.
wait, I'm not out of his.
Yeah, you did. You called your prophet perverted.
Yes, I know. I called him perverted because everybody in their right mind will say that, because I told you I am very sensitive
My
to
friend, I
the case of
understand.
children, and
I'm
you
not
pushed
against
that a
you.
lot
I'm
to
not,
me.
my friend.
Okay, fine, I've heard. You said many things, things he said about children that are wrong. Fine, okay, I have some other questions. One more question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you keep pushing about the children, oh, it's just
I
going
am
to
not
make
pushing.
me
You are
like
the one
act
who is
on my
pushing.
feelings.
Okay. All right, go ahead. What is the question?
Can you just show me one proof? No, not one. I need two proof. One for me and just one for my parents.
Yeah.
Can you show me proof that Allah cannot be God? Just one simple proof. I don't want the long journey, because now I'm
Yeah,
like
that's
emotionally distressed. Like, I don't like what is happening with the children and what the prophet is saying. So I just need one proof. Very simple, very straightforward.
yeah, that's very easy, my friend. Have you ever heard of a God you don't remember which one he created first? The mountains
Uh,
or the stars as an example? So if we go in
I
the
don't
Quran,
believe
this is
so.
very easy. If we go to the Quran, let us do this. Here we go.
Okay.
And you can open the verses from your side.
If you can send it to me via the link, I can open
Yeah,
it.
sure, I can send you, no problem.
Okay.
All right. So if we go to chapter 79, and I will send you this link first. Here we go. Open it, and I want you to read with me, starting from verse number 27.
Okay.
Because this is where he starts
No.
speaking about the creation of the earth and the heaven. Before that is not really important.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Are you more difficult to create, or is the heaven that he constructed? He raised its height, and he has equally ordered it. Its night he covers. Can you hear me?
Hmm?
Its night he covers with the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and its forenoon he brings out with a light.
Mm-hmm.
And after that he spread the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and brought forth therefrom its water and its pasture. On the mountains he has fixed firmly,
Mm-hmm.
to be a provision and benefit for you and your cattle.
Okay, so what is the last thing Allah he
So
did? The last two things he did. He put water, greener.
water and mountains.
No, mountain and first verse number 31, water and greenery, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then
Then
the last
after
thing,
that he put the
the mountain. Okay,
mountains.
now we go to different chapter in the Quran.
Okay. Send me the chapter. I
All
don't
right,
know.
and you will see how easy to convince your parents now that Muhammad is a fraud. This is chapter 41, and let us go. And hold on. Open this verse with me, please. Here we go. This is the link. And I want you to read, starting from verse number 9.
Okay. So, Muhammad, do you verily disbelieve in him who created the earth in 2 days? And you, what? Who created the earth in 2 days?
Hmm.
And you set up rivals in worship with him, that is the Lord of all men,
Hmm.
jinns and all that exist. He
Hmm.
placed therein the earth, firm mountain from above it,
Hmm.
and he blessed it and measured therein its sustenance for its dwellers in 4 days equal.
Hmm.
All these 4 days were equal in the length of time for all those who ask about his creation. Then he, Istawa, rose over towards the heaven when it was smoke, and said to it and to the earth, come both of you, willingly or unwillingly. They both said, we come willingly. Then he completed and finished from their creation as 7 heavens in 2 days, and he made in each heaven his affair, and we adorned the nearest heaven with lamps to be an adornment, as well as to guard from the devils by using them as means.
Okay, so what is the last thing Allah He did in this chapter?
I think it's the heaven, the
stars.
lamps.
The lamps, the stars.
Lamps, yes,
okay.
Sorry.
What the last thing Allah He finished in the other chapter? The mountains. So here in this chapter, Allah He finished the earth first, and then He went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing He created the earth in 2 days, and then He created everything in the top of the earth in 4 days. That is 6 already, and that is a contradiction, because a different verse in the Quran says to create the earth and the heaven is 6 days. Now just the earth is 6 days. So the second thing after He created the earth, He placed mountain. Okay, but in the other chapter, the last thing He did is the mountains. And then here, the second thing He did after creating the earth is the mountain. And then He put all the senses and the green and etc., which mean the water. And then He went to the sky, and there was no sky, it was a smoke. If you read Ibn Kathir, you will see the smoke was coming from the earth, which means there was nothing in the sky. And then He made the sky 7 skies, and then He did it in 2 days. And the last thing He did, He created the stars. Okay, this is chapter 41. We go chapter 79. We will find that the last thing Allah He did, it was the mountain. The one before it, it was the water. The one before it, He made the earth flat. The one before it, He made the day and the night, which mean the light and the stars. The one before it, He raised up the sky. The one before it, He created the sky. So based in chapter 79, the sky was created. The second thing He did, He created the light. And then after that, He made the day and the afternoon, which is funny. And then after that, He made the earth flat. And then after that, He brought the water and the green. And then after that, He made the mountain. He placed the mountain. So it's totally messed up. So what kind of God? He do not know. He don't remember what He created first. I mean, how I can make it more easier for you to see the truth more than this? Open the website next to each other, separate them in 2 browsers, and put them next to each other and laugh. Put them next to each other, both of them. And I will do that actually here from my side. Here we go. I'm going to extend the page. All right, there we go. This is the silly Muhammad. This is a prophet of God. Which one he finished first? Chapter 10. Look with me in the screen. I'm putting both in the screen.
I know. I see.
Yeah, so it's so easy. I mean, you do not need to be genius. And the Quran says, if this is a book that made by other than Allah, which means God, you will find a lot of contradiction. I mean, how more contradiction than this can be? A God you don't remember. Everything is a contradiction. Are you difficult or to create or the heaven? Or this is chapter An-Nazi'at, verse number 27. In the other chapter of Fusilat or Fusilat, verse number 10, verse number 9, Allah created the earth in 2 days. Okay, so which one Allah created? Start first. In chapter 41, the heaven. Sorry, in chapter Nazi'at 79, it was the heaven. In chapter 41, it was the earth. Then the second, in chapter 41, He made the mountain. What is the second? In Nazi'at, it is chapter verse number 28. He raised the height and He ordered it, and then he made the darkness and afternoon, which means He put the light and He created the lamps. We go back to the chapter 41. We will find that after He finished the earth and He put the mountains and He made the greenery, then He went to the sky, and the sky was still a smoke. We go here, we see the opposite. So the last thing is in Nazi'at is Allah, He placed the mountain, He made them fixed, verse number 32. The last thing Allah He did in chapter of Fusilat, is he made the sky 7 and he made it
I see.
light.
Christian Prince, I see them. I can read them.
Yeah.
I just, I like, um, uh, the, hmm.
Look, there is somebody in the Arabic chat. He is speaking Arabic. He says, "مسطول وسكران من كتب القرآن." Here we go. He made the poetry. سكران مسطول, which means a mad, crazy, an idiot, take a hashish, and he is drunk. Is the one who wrote the Quran, but he made it like a poetry in Arabic. مسطول وسكران من كتب القرآن وبصر في الفنجان ولحق النسوان وقال أنا إن إليكما أرسلنا رسولا للعميان. Here we go.
Yeah,
We made Quran.
I see. If the this is obviously embarrassing right now because I'm quite embarrassed because I was like already proud, like full of myself. I never knew like it was gonna be this easy to just like prove me wrong on what I believed in almost 33 years. And Christian Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry, but
No, you know what you say, my friend. You are a smart man and you are a respected man, and I can tell you don't accept those things. And your wife already before you, she listened to me as you said for I don't know how long she is listening to me.
well, she started listening to you around when my that was like around May. That's what she
Okay.
said because she was father. I think her father got married to a Christian woman,
Okay.
and it was a problem.
Mm.
So, and the father had to convert to Christianity, and the father, she said that the father was like different after he converted. So I just told her that maybe it's just love, love blind man to do anything, just the way some guys who convert to Islam to marry a lady. So I never really thought that maybe it was what he
All
was
right.
learning about Christianity that was making him happy and change. And I said that I'm very sorry. I'm just embarrassed, and
No,
I
don't
don't
be
know what to
embarrassed. I
say.
mean, okay, now we found the truth. So what do you think? Shouldn't you announce yourself to be out of this cult? Do you want you and your wife and your child in the future to live following such a madman? Disgusting man? Book of stupidity?
So Aisha was 6.
Yeah, she was 5
Aisha
actually.
was
6
6.
in the Islamic calendar, 5 in our calendar.
Oh yeah, okay, I know there's a difference. So 5-year-old girl forcing your followers to marry another child. I'm sorry, I can't. The children part got to me because I have a daughter myself, and now I've also seen. I just needed to prove that Allah cannot be God, and
Well, everything is
this is
Allah can
like,
be God. Okay, so you see, I mean, Muhammad, the Arab, they keep saying to Muhammad, okay, why you don't have one miracle? The Muslim, they say to you, there's tons of miracle in the Hadith, but the Quran have 0 miracles. You know, when the
I know
Muslim,
that the miracle is false because the Quran already contradicts that we did not send miracles
yeah,
because
not only that, not
your
only that,
fathers
you know,
before
not
them
only
did not
that.
believe.
If you go and read, as an example, you go to the chapter of Ar-Ra'd. Chapter of the Ra'd in the Quran today is chapter number 13. But in the according to Revelation, it is at the end of the Quran. So people asking to him at the end of his life still, why there is no sign from you? Obviously, all those miracles in the hadith are fabrication. And ask yourself why the Quran mentioned the miracles of Jesus in the Quran, the miracle of Moses in the Quran, the miracles even of Prophet we never heard of in the Quran. When it's come to Muhammad, he has zero miracle in the Quran. So until his life, people asking him why there is no sign from your God. What he said to
I
them?
know, I know.
Well, you know, Allah, he deceive whoever he want and he guide whoever he want. What the heck is that have to do? And why God would deceive anyway? I mean, what does that mean? Aren't you sent for guidance? Aren't you, the Quran says, Sirajan Mudi'an, which mean a light of guidance? So, and how come Muhammad is a Sirajan Mudi'an? So what is Allah? You know, when we ask Muslims, the Quran speak about the light of Allah. Who is the light of Allah? Is that a man? They say no. Allah himself is a light. Okay, wonderful. Allah himself is a light. So why he says that Muhammad is a light? And if Muhammad is a light, how he can be a light and he himself is a fool?
I'm never going to be upset if you call the Prophet a fool at this point.
No, my
But
friend, this is a Christian prince. With my respect to you, you get upset.
it's
You don't get
okay.
upset. I don't care. This is how I am. You know, don't think I say I will not change. I will change the way I talk. I don't care. I'm talking to Muhammad is a fool. You know, you like to listen to me, you are welcome. You don't like, it's up to you. But Muhammad is not a light.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, Muhammad himself is a scam. He himself is lost. He cannot even see if his wife is in the bed or not. He imagine himself having sex. In fact, he's not. So how this person can light me in the darkness when he himself cannot see simple thing if his wife in the bed or not?
Okay, I get your point from that.
Muhammad, he went to the seventh heaven and then he found the Nile River coming from the lotus tree. Like, how in the world that happened? The Nile River is coming from the lotus tree and Euphrates is coming from the same tree too. So did Muhammad go and look what he says? سيحان وجيحان والفرات والنيل كل من أنهار الجنة. سيحان وجيحان is a rivers in Turkey and Euphrates. So look, all the rivers we have in this earth are rivers coming from the tree of Allah. Where? In the seven heaven galaxy. Okay, how the water coming here? So when a man he says such a statement, he went all the way to the seven galaxies in the top of a flying mule and nobody saw him. And then he went there and he found two rivers going in and two rivers coming out. One of them is Euphrates, the other one is the Nile, the other one is Sihan, the other one is Jihan. And then he claimed that those are coming from the tree of Allah. And then we go and we check, we find that the Nile River is coming from the middle of Africa, and Euphrates have nothing to do with it. It's a small tiny river actually, Euphrates. It is coming all the way from the south of Turkey. So how in the world they met under the tree of Allah in the seven galaxies? Obviously this person is a madman, is stupid. If he knew little geography, he would not say such a thing.
Yes, I know. Yes.
You know, if somebody never been in Nigeria and you ask him about Nigeria, he will start doing poo-poo, correct? Because he don't know. This is what happened to Muhammad. Actually,
I just feel he's like a talkative.
He's just a person who don't know how to keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he do poo-poo. And actually, I'm very grateful that for Muhammad, he was very talkative, because it's going to be hard for us to expose his stupidity and his lies. Because you can't expose, you know, in the Middle East, we have a tradition. If somebody is a fool, like you know, we are Arab. So when you want to get married, you take your parents with you to ask for the hand of that girl. You don't go just by yourself. So you take somebody.
Same thing as Nigeria.
Okay,
we do that too in Nigeria.
If the son is a stupid, the parents, they will say to him, listen, when we go there, you don't talk, okay? Whatever they say to you, don't answer. We will answer. This is Muhammad. But Muhammad, he talk. Muhammad cannot keep his mouth shut. Muhammad is a doctor. Muhammad is an astronomer. Muhammad, he knew about the space. Muhammad, he knew about medicine. The negla seed is a medicine for every disease. if you eat ajwa, you will not be poisoned, and no, you will not be bewitched. And he died by poison, and he was bewitched. And drink camel urine. And you know, the guy, he came to him, he says, my brother, his belly is hurting him. He said to him, give him honey. The guy came second day, he says, after a few days, he said, my brother getting more sick. He said to him, I told you, give him honey. Third time he came, he says, my brother is dying. Muhammad, he screamed at him, he said, I told you, give him honey. He said, I am giving him honey, and he's getting more sick. He come again, obviously the guy is dying. Muhammad, he screamed at him and says, I told you, give him honey. Allah, he told the truth, and your brother's stomach is lying. Have you ever heard of a lying stomach? So imagine you
No.
go to the doctor, and then the doctor scream at you because you said to him, my stomach is still hurting me. He says, your stomach is lying, and Allah told the truth.
Okay, all right. I see. I believe. You know what? I'm gonna call you back. Okay, Christian Prince. I'm gonna call you back.
Where you want to go, my friend? I want to come. You know, just say, if you are shy to ask your wife to talk to, I understand, but you are the man. Say it. Say, I am out of this garbage.
I just I feel quite embarrassed because I was saying that women have emotions and all this, and at the end of the day, I just happen to be a fool again.
My
So,
friend, my friend, it's okay.
I'm very sorry to everyone, our friend. I never knew that she wasn't like acting on her feelings, and it was just proof.
No problem. You see, you are a very respected person, I can tell. And all of us, you know, the good man is the one who admit when they are wrong. The stubborn, the mule is the one who don't want to admit that they are wrong when they are wrong. So look how
I am wrong.
wonderful, you know, God, he gave you a gift. You know, he made you a wise man. When you saw the evidence, you said, that's not right. So based on what you said, it's not right. Why you don't say, I'm not going to follow Muhammad no more?
I'm not going to follow a pedophile and a perverted person.
I mean
So
to that, I agree with you.
I don't support anyone that does that to children, and uh, he has no honor. Uh, he has no honor at this point because I will. If someone comes for my daughter at her age, I will kill the person because a 6 year old, 5 year old is not old enough to even. They just want to enjoy their childhood, play with their friends, and uh, on that man saying a 5 year old and liking the girl and wants to marry her is just should not be in society because that is a very evil mindset. And I am so sorry, and I never knew. This is I don't the this man has no honor, and I will not respect somebody who has no honor. So sorry.
Well, I'm happy for you, my friend. Don't be sorry. Actually, this is a good day for you.
I'm sorry to other children that has been victim from Islam because what's the point of treating children like this? They are grown-up women that you can marry who are still beautiful, and why you have to destroy the lives of children? And
Absolutely.
so I feel sorry for the children and their family who had no say in the matter, and I hope God forgive me and forgive the.
My friend, God is always now, he's here listening to you and to me. So I invite you to believe in Jesus right now. You said to me something very nice, and I agree with you. You said, when we spoke about what Muhammad he's saying, you said, I don't feel like this is fit for Jesus to say, right? Why? You said, because he's
Yes.
like a holy person. But he is holy, you know that. So your wife, she was asking you that she think it is right to become a Christian, as you told me in the beginning, if I got you wrong, right? Correct?
Yeah, yes,
So
she did.
your wife, she wants to be Christian, and you are opposing her. But now the reason to oppose that is gone. So I invite you, both of you, right now, and we will invite the child too, to accept the Messiah as your Lord, as your Savior. So the whole family today, there will be a happy family forever. Because the Lord, he says, a happiness will be in the kingdom of God, the kingdom of our Father, if one soul come back to him. This is how much he loves you. This is how much he loves your child.
Christian Prince. I want to ask you one question.
Sure.
My dad is dead, so is dad a Muslim? So if he didn't know better, like maybe where he grew up in, it was just all Muslims, they never heard of Christians. If he grew up like that, but he was a good man, what would happen to him?
My friend, I believe that the Lord is the Lord of justice. So for now, don't worry about your father. He passed away, and it is I'm not God to judge. The Lord, the Messiah, you can pray to the Lord, forgive him, and but this is not a decision I can say to you, because the Bible says that the Messiah is the only way and the only door. So you're a prophet, sorry, your father, he passed away sadly, believing in such a man, but maybe the Lord, he can forgive him because you have a good heart. I don't know. But the Bible confirms that there is no salvation except by Jesus. Which means if there is somebody in the world can save him, it is going to be the Messiah. So everything is possible with the Messiah, and nothing is impossible with him. So you can pray to the Messiah, asking for forgiveness of your parents, and we may, wish that he will accept. But I cannot speak for something I have no authority of. But I can say to you that the one who accepts the Messiah and he die, he will live. This is what Jesus said. He made a promise. Whoever believe in me and die will live. So you yourself
I
now,
believe that because Jesus is still alive according to the Quran.
exactly, Jesus is still alive. And why he's still alive, Muslim cannot explain. They say because he did not finish. So why he sent Muhammad then if Jesus is not finished?
Well, the truth is, I always admire Christians. I never believed what they believe, but I always had this feeling that if I was not gonna be a Muslim, I'll always be a Christian because I've seen the Christians in their habitat and quite nice people. Most of the things they do for Muslims, I don't think Muslims would do back for them
Exactly. Like now,
because
Muslims, they come from around the world to Christian land. If a Christians, they go to the Muslim land, what they will do to them? Do you know what they are doing to
they
the
would.
Afghani refugee in Islamic countries? They are raping their daughters. They are selling their daughters in the market as sex slaves. While the daughters of the
I read
Afghani,
about this.
they go to America, they give them a school, free education, free health insurance, free housing. And this is what they do to them in Europe. But if you go as a Muslim to Islamic country, the first thing they will ask you for is sleep with your wife or your daughter. Who was the one capturing Muslim women and raping them? It was ISIS, not the Christians. It wasn't the American too.
Yeah,
It wasn't the
I,
French.
I, I,
Even the
I know this. I know
Even the
this.
Israeli army, they never capture a Muslim woman and they rape her.
I know. I know. I know.
So my friend, I invite you. And by the way, I'm not defending those people because people, they do bad, and we don't judge Islam because of a bad Muslims. But was Muhammad bad? That is the question. Muhammad was bad. So we judge Christianity by Christ. We judge Islam by Muhammad. I don't judge Islam by a person he is a perverted. But if Muhammad himself is a perverted, then Islam is a religion of a perverted teaching.
I saw a video on Afghan families selling their daughters for food and to older men, and I think that is wrong. But anyways, I don't care. I think you're right, CP, and I'm sorry for
I want you. I
doubting
want you to think
you.
with me. I want you to think with me before you go. I want you to think with me why you don't say, I accept Jesus as my Savior. What is stopping you? Your wife already, in her heart, she want to be a Christian. You in your heart, I can tell.
I know she practices Christian their beliefs sometimes when I'm not around because I have eyes. I just keep quiet because I know I see her with the Bible, and although she tries to hide it, but it's quite obvious we share the same walk-in closet. So I see the Bible. She's not very good at hiding things. Whenever I open the TV, I try to search something on YouTube. I see like what she has searched before. She doesn't really know how to delete those stuff. So I know she practices it. I know she stopped wearing the head covering for my daughter. I know all these things, but I was never going to like tell her, "Hey, you can't do this." No, I just told her that if I don't see proof, I'm not going to believe it. And
So Rashid, are you
well, I've seen proof.
Rashid?
She can practice the religion and she can train her daughter and her son the way she wants in a Christian home. I have no problem with it.
So do you accept
But
Jesus as
for
your savior,
me,
Rashid? Do you accept Jesus as your savior? Remember, Rashid, you might go to sleep, you might never wake up. You just asked me a question about your father who passed away. You don't want to be the person who passed away and you are not saved yet. So I say to you, accept him and go to sleep happily, because then you wake up or not, you are saved and your family will be saved. So I invite you right now in front of everybody, I invite you from my heart to accept the Messiah, our Lord, as a Savior. He is the way, He is the door, He is the resurrection. The Muslim, they say to us, where Jesus said, I am God. When He say, I am the life, I am the resurrection, is that God or not? Where is life coming from? He is the life, He said. I am the resurrection, I am the one who will resurrect you. I am the way, which means there's no salvation but by me. I am the truth. This is one of the names of Allah. Allah stole it from Jesus. So although description belong to Jesus, the Muslims store it and they give it to their God. And yet they say, in a hypocrite way, saying, where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. So my friend, Jesus do not need worshippers. Jesus will lose nothing if you accept him or not. It is your salvation. It is your loss. It is your win. Jesus lose nothing and he win nothing.
okay, yes, okay, no problem. I even before when I was a Muslim, I always respected Jesus. But I'm going to ask you a question, one last question, okay?
Okay.
CP, if you don't mind.
All right.
You are a Christian, and do you, if the world was to end today, where would you go?
I'm not worried about it because the Lord, he said,
No, I'm talking about like salvation. Like, are you sure of your salvation? Like,
oh
if the
yeah,
world was
oh
to
yeah,
end today.
sure, why not, you know? Because you see, because if I am a sinner, because you know, all of us, we are sinners. So if a person, he is not going to go to heaven because he's a sinner, none of us will go to heaven. Let us make it clear. Because not a
Yes.
single Christian, not a single Muslim, not a single Hindu, not a single atheist, not a single human being is not a sinner. Jesus is not. So our sin, based on our sin, we aren't qualified to go to heaven. But the one who accepts the Messiah, and this is a promise, and he do his will, which means he do his best to fight his sin. You have a sin in your life, you have bad things in your life, but you walk with Jesus and you work hard to fight it. He watch you, he see what you are doing, he see that you feel guilty when you do sin, he see that you are trying to get rid of it, you are not surrendering to it. That's what Jesus wants from you. He says, be holy like your Father. Be holy like your Father. But you will not be holy, but be holy, which means it's a project you work in, it's a walk you walk with the Messiah, and he will be there to help you. So those who believe in Jesus for sure will be saved, and he is the one who resurrects people from death. He himself is resurrected from death. So why I will not trust him, and why I will not believe in him, and why I am going to be worried what I will be if he overcome death by death? Talk is cheap, but with Jesus, talk was reality. He is the one who made the blind see. He is the one who made the one who cannot walk. He is the one who said to the one who is sitting in the ground, he never walked in his life, he says, your sin is forgiven. The Jews, they said to him, who are you, this guy, in their mind, who can forgive sin? Because only God can forgive sin. He said to them, which one is easier, to say to him, your sin is forgiven, or to say, carry your bed and walk? So my friend, Jesus can make you now carry your bed, even if you cannot walk, and order you to walk, and you will walk. So with Jesus, nothing is impossible. And this is why I say to you, your salvation and my salvation is granted if we believe in him.
So if the world was to end, your salvation is granted, you believe, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you. I'm going to trust you because not just
No, don't trust
because
me. No, Rashid. I don't want you to trust me. I want you to trust Jesus, my friend. The trust never but you trust.
I trust Jesus because I see his work and what he does.
Exactly. Never put a trust on
Even
me.
the Quran does not portray him in a bad light. So
Never put your trust
like
in
because
Rashid, my advice, never put your trust on a man, because all men are sinners, including me and you. So put your trust in the Lord, for he is the only holy, and he is the only one who will not betray you. People change, people corrupt, people follow Satan, people do bad, people do wrong, people do good. But with Jesus, there's nothing bad. He is the only good, and he is the good shepherd. So I say to you, put your trust in Jesus, not in Christian Prince. Christian Prince, he himself cannot save you. Christian Prince cannot even save himself. He needs Jesus to save him. So me and you, my friend, we need the Messiah. So I say to you, put your trust in Jesus and say, Lord the Messiah, I believe in you. I trust you. I want to follow you. Please accept me.
I believe I'm gonna follow him. I believe.
Say it loud.
I
Don't be
don't
shy.
think
Be proud. Be proud to be follow the
I
Messiah.
am not. I am not shy. I'm just like just like in my heart. I don't know. I just feel like this sense of remorse and reflection. Like I'm just reflecting of all my life. Like it's like I'm just. It's like my brain is like making me overthink the things, the mistakes I have made, and how I can be better. So I'm just emotional. Um, Christian Prince. I'm gonna believe in Jesus. I believe I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna follow Jesus. I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna try my best to be a better Christian and a better person, and I'm gonna believe in Jesus, Christian
I mean to
Prince.
that, my friend. I mean to that. And we ask all the Christians to pray to our friend here and his family. His wife already, she was asking him to join the faith. He was resisting. He was fighting. But today the Lord, he conquered for good. He conquered to build, not to destroy. And now he will build a new family, a new children's, a new wife and husband who they live under the Messiah. And now I ask you, my friend, you, your wife, who you are saying she is practicing, she have faith already in Jesus, but there is something you need to do. You need to learn the Bible, and then when you are ready, you go and baptize your family, all of you, so you can receive the blessing of the Holy Spirit. And
One more question.
yes,
Can I like take my mother, even because she is like very old,
you can. Why
and
not, my friend? Just
I
explain to
don't
her.
know if she,
Just explain to her, and if she say I believe in Jesus, she is more than welcome. Why not? Jesus, he love everybody. Your mother before you too, because she is a wonderful woman who gave her life to her children. So she have a service, she did already. She served, but there is a need of salvation, and that can be received through Jesus only. So your mother, anyone in your family, bring all the family to Jesus. That will be great of you to do, because then the Lord, he will remember that not you did not only come by yourself, you come with a group of people. You became an apostle to the Messiah. You saved many, not only yourself.
okay. One more question. Sorry.
Yeah.
My sister is okay. I can also like take my sister to the baptism because I gonna try talk to her because I believe now and I would want her in this. I'm not like saying I want to be a dictator and dictate how she will live her life, but I feel if this is the truth, I don't want her to miss on it. And
Yeah, we don't
if it's
force you
okay,
don't force your sister, you don't force your mother. They have to be true believer from their heart. We are not
okay,
Muslims, and we don't do what Muhammad he do. So they have to believe from their heart that the Messiah is their savior. Otherwise, they cannot receive the baptism, and they are not saved. So a person, he get baptized because somebody is forcing him, he is not saved, and because this is fake, this is not true. So he is not saved, and he or she will not go to heaven because simply they never believe in him. So faith have
okay,
to come from the heart. Is not because somebody taking you from your hand and says you have to do baptism, because Christianity is not Islam. We don't believe in the Shahada. When you witness to
okay,
Jesus, you witness by the heart, not by the tongue. You witness by the fruit, not by the talk. Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them, not even from their names.
Thank you, Christian Prince. And I am very sorry for what I said about. Oh, well, you did not hear what I said because I said it behind your back. I curse you and say bad words about you and your family, and I'm very sorry. I should have at least give an effort before labeling you as a very bad person. I feel now you really care about the Muslims. That's why you really do what you do. And thank you. And I'm gonna. There's a church close to me. I'm gonna talk to them about the baptism, and I would like to go with my wife and kids and also my family. But I'm gonna have to like wait a week and talk to my family first. Yeah, if you don't mind. If God don't mind.
No, you see, my friend, first of all, don't worry about you cursing me, because the Lord, he says that this is a blessing for me, and this is will not really hurt me anyway. You know, the Bible is full of verses about people cursing Christians, and those Christians, they will receive even reward because they've been cursed because of the name of Jesus, not because they are bad. So I'm not really upset from you, and I do not need to forgive you, because already this is your business with the Lord, and the Lord, he washed your heart already, and I have no authority to even to say to you, your sin is forgiven. For the Lord, he is the one who forgives your sin. For me, from my side, I'm not upset from you, and please bring more people
Yes.
like you to curse me so they can leave Islam later.
I can talk to my sister. Maybe you can speak to her too, because I think that would be a lot better. Because I do not really know much about
Yeah, let her
Christianity
contact
to
me, and
like
she can
be
curse
able
me,
to
you know.
convince.
Yeah, let her bring,
No,
tell her.
she's not. She's not really like that because my sister is married to someone who is not religious, and we are from Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. But
All right.
anyways, thank you, Christian Priest. Now I will just go and
All right.
apologize to my
God
wife
bless, and
now.
say our greeting, all everybody here. We have a lot of people
Thank
here.
you
They are
very
happy for
much.
you and your
Something.
family and your wife. Send our greeting to your family, and we pray for all of you to receive baptism,
Thank you so much.
and welcome to
God,
the family of
thank you so
Jesus.
much, and
You're welcome.
thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank
Take
you.
care. God bless you. All right. We are happy to our friend here that he decided to leave Islam. We have a Muslim. Let us see. Excuse me. Hello?
Thank you so much. God, thank you so
Can you
much.
mute YouTube, please?
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Mute YouTube, please. Are you there, Mr. Khalid? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air, Mr. Khalid. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. What do you like to say to us?
I just want to get to know who you are.
Well, me is not important. I'm not a prophet. Do you know who's your prophet?
Yes, my prophet is Muhammad. Our prophet is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay. What is his last name?
Not sure.
Is it true his last name is Kilabs, which means dogs?
Not sure.
Okay. Who is your God? Forget about Muhammad.
Allah,
What is that? What Allah mean?
God.
Allah is God. So you Muslim, you say we don't worship. There's no God but God. When you say Shahada, you say no God but God, or you
There's
say no
no,
God but Allah?
there's only one God.
This is not the question. I'm asking you who is Allah, your God. You said your God is Allah. I said who? What Allah mean? What Allah mean?
Allah means God.
So if Allah is mean God, so then okay, let's go to the Quran then and read together. You can see my screen, right?
I'm on my phone, I can't say anything, no.
Okay, in the Quran it says that Allah, He witnessed that there is no God, that there is there is God. His name is Allah. That Allah, He witnessed that there is no God except He who we do not know. What do you think? Chapter 3, verse number 18.
Do you know Arabic?
I'm trying. I'm learning.
Can you read that? Can you read the verse in Arabic?
Yeah, I will try. شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو والملائكة وأولو العلم. So, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, la ilaha illa huwa. There's no God except him. For example, when
Him
you
who?
say Jesus is God or the
Him
Holy
who?
Spirit,
Him who?
like Allah.
Allah, He's saying there's no God but Him? Him who?
There's no God.
Okay, if I'm a Christian prince and I'm saying there's no Christian prince but Him, that does not make sense. I should say there's no Christian prince except me. But when you say there's no Christian prince except He, this means I'm not a Christian prince.
I don't think you're understanding it right.
Well, you speak Arabic, I speak Arabic, so you don't tell me I don't understand it right. Give me the answer. If I say I am a Christian prince and there's and Christian prince, there's no Christian prince but He who?
La ilaha illa ana fa'buduni. La ilaha illa
Okay,
ana. There is no God
hold
but
on. He says, he didn't say even Abuduni. What does that mean? Hold on. First of all, it says Allah. He said, who is talking? Allah, right? It doesn't say even who is the one who's talking. It says Allah witness. Allah witness. Who is the one saying Allah witness?
Allah himself.
How?
He's saying,
Okay.
basically he's saying I witness.
Where is the word I? Show me the word I and I will shave my 20-foot beard. Here we go. You speak Arabic.
How is he?
You speak Arabic. I speak Arabic. Show me the word I and I will shave my beard right now.
Because if he says just I, what are the people won't know who he's talking about. So he said
Guys,
Allah as in himself, so people know who he is.
I, people will not know. But don't you Muslim, you say that the one is talking in the Quran is Allah. So we know already he's talking. So you said, you are the one who added a letter ago saying yeah. He said I. When I asked you what is the word I, you said if he say I, we will not know it is him. But you are the one who add I. So why you add it if adding it is going to mislead us and then we will not know who's he. Now we are more confused because he says Allah witness that there is no God, right? Allah witness. Allah witness. Who is saying that? You said Allah. So why Allah say Allah witness if Allah is the one who's talking?
So people like you, for example, people who don't know Arabic, like how are they supposed to know who you're talking about?
My friend,
so when you read the translation, you know who it is.
First of all, we are talking about people who knows Arabic because you know Arabic supposedly and I know Arabic. Do you know Arabic or not?
I do.
Okay, so Allah witness. Who is talking? You said to me Allah, but doesn't make sense to say that Allah witness unless I am not the person Allah telling you about a person he is Allah, that what he did. If I am the one is talking and I am Allah, I will say I witness.
Yeah, I see what you mean. This is something on your end that's not understanding, because 100% if you ask somebody like a scholar, for example, obviously Muhammad Hijab, Zakir Naik, these men, they would obviously
Hijab is a scholar
explain
now?
to you.
Muhammad Hijab is a scholar?
He's a debater.
What does that mean? Hello?
Hello?
What does that mean? He's a debater. What does that mean? Is that a career now? You said a scholar. Is Zakir Naik a scholar?
Hello?
I'm here. You don't hear me?
Oh, hi. It keeps on cutting a little. Okay, I'm good.
You said Mimi Hijab is a scholar, but he is not. I asked you, is a scholar? You said he's a debater. Well, a debater, everybody debates. The foolish one is the most people who debate, but still they say stupid things. As an example, Mimi Hijab, he said that not a single scholar, when David would say to him, Allah have hands, Allah have foot, Allah have a shape. What Mimi Hijab, he said, who said so? Correct?
Allah has attributes.
This is not the question. He asked him, do Allah have hands? I'm asking you right now, do Allah have hands or not?
Is there a specific verse or anything that says
There's
he
another
does?
question. I mean, you are the Muslim who speak Arabic, and now you're asking me if there is a specific verse. When Mimi Hijab, you are the one who mentioned him, which means you watch him. So when this guy, he said in a debate, and the debate is posted in his channel, when he said to him, Allah has hands, he said, who said so? Allah have foot, he said so. Allah have a shape, who said so? So I'm asking you, do Allah have hands?
Did you say that Muhammad Hijab said he does?
He said no. He said, who said so?
Okay, let's say he doesn't. So what's your question?
But you say the scholars, they say that Allah have hands, Allah have a foot, Allah have 5 fingers. This is what the scholar says. So you are naming for me a kid who speak whatever he wish. He's just a YouTuber. You say whatever you want. Nobody count on you. So I'm asking you now,
Muhammad,
you are a Muslim. Do Allah have hands and foot and fingers, or he don't, and he have a leg?
maybe, I guess. I mean, if Muhammad Hijab said that, then there's a good chance, yeah. But
no,
we don't know everything.
Allah, you are not listening, my friend.
Allah, like we don't know.
My friend, Muhammad Hijab did not say so. I'm asking you. Muhammad Hijab, he said, who said so, which means he don't agree with it. He don't agree with it. He said, who said so? So I'm asking you now, you as a Muslim, do you agree with Muhammad Hijab that Allah don't have hands and leg and fingers and etc., or Muhammad Hijab was lying about his God?
Yes, because no, he was right, because Allah can take any form he wants. Allah doesn't have one form. Allah is Allah. He can become whatever he wants. He doesn't have to stay in one shape, I guess you can say, or
okay,
one.
Look what you just said. Allah don't have to stay in one shape. That's mean he have a shape. And you just said to me that Allah is a transformer, like the one we see in the
his
movie.
Natural shape.
Your God Allah your God Allah is a grandizer. He is a car when he want. He is a truck when he want. He is a man when he want. You just said he transfer his shape. Everybody heard you. So Mimi Hijab, he lie. And those are your scholars saying clearly that Allah, yes, he have hands. Allah have a fingers. Allah have etc. So the Muslims are lying to us when they speak about their God. So why they say to us that Allah he don't?
What you see and what you do not see, and he's
Allah,
not created,
Jesus,
and he does not die, and he does not have an ending.
My friend, hold on. I want you to listen.
Yeah.
I want you to listen. Let me see if I can link that to you to Skype. Are you listening to the video I'm playing in Skype? Listen carefully.
So Allah described in
Do you hear that when I play the video?
the Quran that he has a face. Allah described in the Quran that he has 2 hands when he addressed Iblis, Satan.
No, just
and he told him,
you don't? You don't? Okay, hold on.
No.
Let me change the setting of my Skype. I will go to the audio. Give me a second. So you can receive.
What's the video about?
Well, the Sheikh, this is your Sheikh, is saying that Allah he have hands, Allah have etc. You will hear it. Hold on, give me a second.
Wait, so I saw this video where you debated Muhammad.
Okay, no, I did not debate him. He don't dare to debate me. He just hang up on me 20 times. No, he is the one who claimed that he would debate me, and I called him because he did not call. He told the Muslim he would debate me, but the coward he did not. Now, your voice became low. Can you speak louder? Okay, hold on. Let me hold on. I'm trying to fix the audio here. For some reason, let us see. Building out. Talk now, please.
Yeah, here. CP.
Okay. Do you hear the video?
What prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my 2 hands?
No, I hear nothing.
So this.
You hear nothing. Okay, I will give you the video. I will give you.
Wait,
the video.
CP, are you with me for a sec? Are you with me?
I am with you.
So it says so I just searched up Muhammad Hijab versus Christian Prince. Last year, Christian Prince destroyed by Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa. Career ended.
Really, he did? How?
Yeah,
How?
Search up Muhammad Hijab versus Christian Prince debate.
Okay, well, there's no debate. He said to me that you said to a Muslim woman, suckle me. He is the one who said that too, and I was quoting your prophet. This is what your hijab, he said in the video, correct? He said, Christian Prince, he said to a Muslim woman, suckle me. I told him I was quoting your filthy prophet, and then he hung up on me and called me pastor. Correct? So
no, because you were
on.
talking to a woman and you were talking about private parts and stuff. You were being messed up.
First of all, this is not private. This is a live talk right like now. And she is a growing woman and she is a whore because she is the one who said that Jesus was playing with his mother boobs. Do you Muslims support your sister who speak like this about Jesus?
Where did she say that?
I can play the video right now for you. So Mimi Hijab,
well, tell me what she said.
Look what happened. Mimi Hijab is a son of Mutah coward. He cut the video. The woman, she is insulting Jesus, saying that Jesus was having sex with his mother. And then I said to her, well, in fact, you are insulting Jesus for no reason. You are filthy, trashy. In fact, it's your prophet who said, suckle me. So the filthy Muhammad Hijab, he cut that part and he said, the Christian prince, he said, suckle me. And now I want you to look at the screen. This is Muhammad Hijab himself going around saying to Muslims, suckle me. Do you see it? So if a Christian prince is a bad person, for he is quoting the prophet of Islam, because of filthy women, she said the Christian women, they have AIDS. Christian prince, you did not get married because Christian women, they have AIDS. I said, you are the one who have AIDS. Your husband go around and sleep around. Listen, Abdul, listen. So look at this. Did your prophet say?
Wait, don't call me Abdul. Don't call me Abdul. I haven't heard that before.
You are Abdul. You like it. And look, you got Muhammad Hijab busted.
My name is Muslim King. My name is Muslim King.
You are no king, and you are not a Muslim because you Muslim insult Jesus. The true Muslim don't insult Jesus. And this is Mimi Hijab.
I love
he cut
Jesus.
a video. Muhammad Hijab, he cut a video of a Muslim. And I'm going to play the video. Everybody will hear it. So you will see everybody that you are a bunch of corrupt people. How in the world you take a video of a Muslim woman saying that Jesus was playing with his mother boobs and you don't upset?
You're saying Muhammad Hijab said that?
He cut the video. How in the world he cut the video in the time when she was saying that? He did not hear it?
All I heard was you saying that all Muslim women are prostitutes. That's what I heard.
My friend, your prophet, he says Muslim women, they do mutah. So you call them whatever you want. Don't change the topic. Did the Muslim women,
what does Mimi, what do you mean when you call Mimi Hijab?
Did the Muslim women say that Jesus played with his mother boobs in the video? Why Mimi Hijab, he cut that part? It is a second before I said, in fact, it's your prophet who did that. And he said to me, said to you, suckle me. So he cut that part and he put it there. So Mimi Hijab,
what does Mimi mean?
Mimi mean?
What does Mimi mean?
Mimi is a girl. He's a girl. He said he wanted to debate me, but he did not. He hung up on me 7 times. I could not even ask anything. I could not even say anything. He put even the speaker far away from me, so nobody will hear what I'm saying. But we got him busted
because you kept on talking.
No,
you kept on talking,
I could not.
so
how I'm going to talk? You see, supposedly we are debating. So he said, you have 30 seconds to answer. Hang up on him. Go watch the video. And you are the ones asking people to go watch it, right?
Wait, can I say something? Can I say something?
You can say something. Now I'm asking you. When Mimi Hijab, he says,
wait, one sec.
I suck your wife tits? Is that a person who is a Muslim? He go around to say to a sheikh. He was saying to a sheikh, can I suck your wife tits? And the scream in front of you.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's real or not.
I don't care if you know or not. This is him. You can go and ask him. This is in Twitter. This is a screenshot from what he said. And look, the Muslims are saying to him, shame on you, Muhammad. What kind of mannerism are those? Shame on you, Muhammad. And then Muhammad Hijab, he said to him, what's wrong with that? If he believed it is halal? Can I suck you?
Yeah.
Okay, get lost, go. And they say to me, why you hang up? A bunch of cowards. Those Muslims, they hate Jesus to death. Because there's no way a person who claimed to be a Muslim and he claimed that he believed that Jesus is a prophet, he will cut a video of a Muslim woman insulting Jesus, saying that Jesus was having sexual relationship with his mother. What kind of a Muslim this Muslim is? And you know what? Because you mentioned that, I'm going to play the video right now.
Why the Christian?
Abdullah, listen. Can you kiss the black stone or not? Can you kiss the black stone for me? When the next time you will go to Hajj? I want you to kiss the black stone for me.
Oh, you want to bring this? Okay, why you kiss the cross?
Show me where it says in the Bible kiss the cross. Show me.
No,
I don't kiss anything.
Show me where. Why you're a prophet? Why you're a prophet? The pagan prophet. Why your pagan prophet kiss a stone? Your prophet is a pagan man. Why he kiss a stone? Why he kiss a stone?
Oh, the Holy Spirit, the God in the heavens. I know all this. Okay, I live in Arabia. I live in Africa.
You know where? You know what?
She's been around the world, and the Muslim. They said she was a very young girl. She's a Korean woman. She's been all around the world, but she is a virgin. And look what the virgin will say, according to them.
Why your prophet kiss the black stone? He's a pagan.
So I'm not asking. I'm not talking about something filthy. I'm just asking why your prophet kissed the black stone. That's all.
You are a pagan. Did you kiss a stone or not? Do you kiss a stone? Who created the black stone? Who created the black stone? Who created the black stone?
Jesus.
Jesus? No, Jesus don't create stones. He created the whole world. But you Muslims kiss his stones, right? Why your prophet kissed the black stone?
Did he kiss the black stone?
Jesus kissed nothing. Your prophet did. Why your prophet kisses stones?
Okay, Jesus do more actually. Worse actually.
Listen.
He play with his mother boobs. Tell me why he's doing that.
Did you hear it, son of Mut'a? Did you hear it, son of Mut'a? He said Jesus, he did more. And look how the way she is talking. Listen carefully. In fact, Jesus did more. What did more? He played with what?
Oh.
Jesus kissed nothing. Your prophet did. Why your prophet kisses stones?
Okay, Jesus do more actually. Worse actually. He play with his mother boobs. Tell me why he's doing that.
He play with his mother what? Boobs? You must be okay. You see guys. You see how savage they are. Look what she said.
Oh no!
Look what she said. Look what she said.
Like you.
Okay, show me a verse. Show me a verse.
Really?
Show me a verse saying that Jesus he played with his mother. Show me a verse. Show me a verse saying that Jesus he played. Listen. You are obviously a trashy person. You just insulted Jesus for no reason. You say Jesus he played with his mother boobs, right? Okay, listen. You're a liar. Number one. Number two. It's your prophet who ordered women to give their boobs to strangers. Is that true or not?
No, it's not.
Can I suckle you?
This is the party copy. Do you see the filthy Mimi hijab? Is a street boy. A person who respects himself, he will not try to smear me by fabricating story. She is a whore and nobody can defend her. No Muslim, no Christian. Suddenly, the whore, she became a virgin, and the virgin, she became a victim. And Christian Prince is talking about something private. The woman, she was so decent. She was wearing burqa. She was praying to Allah. She was not speaking as a whore, insulting Jesus. This is your Mimi hijab. A bunch of sons of Mut'a. Muslims, Christians, go watch the video of Mimi hijab. Go watch it. We'll laugh at him. You have 30 seconds to answer, and I got him busted in the 30 seconds. I was quoting your filthy prophet, and then he made a video says perverted the Christian prince, Christian what? Preacher. Perverted. And look, he is the one going around saying suckle me to Muslim women. For me, I have a reason. I was answering her. She's the one who mentioned boobs. And don't forget that your prophet truly is the one who ordered Muslim women to give their boobs. So Muhammad hijab is not doing anything wrong according to me. And now Muhammad hijab, he said that Allah don't have hands. Listen to this and laugh. Who of you is lying? You are a bunch of liars, all of you potatoes. All of you are a bunch of liars. Nobody trusts you.
And he told him, what prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my two hands? So this is what Allah described himself. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show his leg.
And Mimi hijab in the debate with David Wood said to him, who said so? So it looked like the Muslims, they have many gods. Every one of them, he have different god. The one who just called me, he says, yes, Allah can transform his shape. So he just admitted that Allah have a shape. And as long as Allah have a shape, that means he's contained inside a physical space. Because he have a shape. He said that. And as long as he transform his shape, do Allah become a man? Do Allah become an elephant? So when we say those are, and you know, and what is funny, he said the Muslim scholars. And I say, who is the scholars? He said they're like Mimi Hijab and Zakir Naik. I said, Mimi Hijab is a scholar? He said he's the debater. What? What is that? Is that a career? Debater? He's a liar. Here we go. We are laughing at him. He did not help Islam. People are laughing at Islam. This is why he gets so upset from me. Because after he finished his debate with David Wood, I made him shish kebab. I showed everybody that everything he said to David Wood, not a single Jew believe that God have a son. And go watch the video and die laughing. So he accused the Quran to be the book of lies. Because the Quran says that the Jews, they worship a man, his name is Uzair, and they believe he's the son of Allah. But the donkey was screaming on the stage, saying not a single Jew. Not a single Jew. But lucky he was debating David Wood, not me. If I was in the stage, I would make everybody laugh at him in the spot. Read it. But anyway, the video is still there, still we are laughing. Not a single Jew believe that God has a son. Not a single Jew. So the Quran is a book of lies. Because according to Mimi Hijab, not a single Jew believe in such a thing. So when the Quran says, and the Jews say, not one Jew, the Jews, do you see the word Jews? The Jews, the Christians, not one Christian, not one Jew. So you Mimi is our joke. That's why he don't dare to debate me. He made a show. He says, who you want me to debate? This guy, this guy, this guy. They said to him, Christian Prince, he's making a lot of Muslims leave Islam. And now what he would do, he brought 7 Muslims. Call him. Actually, I did not call. I don't know who called because he was running away from me. And the second I called, he played a video hang up. Play a video hang up. Where's the debate? Because he is so much intimidated. They were terrified. Otherwise, trust me, he will have a debate with me. But he was terrified. He was doing poo-poo in his panty. This is why all of them, they say, we will debate Christian Prince only face to face. Where are they? Here we go. Anyone can call me. As you call me now, this Abdul, Mimi Hijab, he can call me. I don't know who's calling me. But they don't dare, because it's going to be a big mistake. And even that one who he thought is going to be a setup, he will not let me talk, he will play the video. Did you say that? Hang up on him. Did you say that? Which is obviously is a failure. People are laughing. You promised a debate. Where's the debate? Even with the 30-second, he said, did you say that Jesus in the Quran, is the Quran says worship Jesus and Allah? And then he starts saying to me, okay, Ibn Kathir, I said, idiot, this is not the same book. Idiot, is it not the same book? He says, I will give you 30 seconds to give me reference. I gave him reference in 10 seconds. And the stupid, he started reading from different book. I said, Abdul, it is not this book, other book. Listen carefully. Because they are so much intimidated, they don't know what to do. They are in front of a Christian prince. I am the one who make your prophet shish kebab. You like it, you don't. And none of those who you name their names dare to speak to me. I do call them, they don't dare to call me. I hang up only in kids. Here we go. The kid, he called me. He said, go watch Mimi Hijab. So why you are calling me? People, go watch Mimi Hijab. We love. Here we go. This is Mimi Hijab. Mimi Hijab, who wanna suck your wife tits. May Allah bless his tits and the tits of his of the women he will suck. This is a good Muslim going around. And by the way, this statement he said was for a sheikh. Not a Muslim, normal Muslim. He's a sheikh. Just because the sheikh, he says, I agree with the hadith. Muhammad, he was insulting him, saying, I want to suck your wife tits. And you know, the funny is, the Muslims, they say that the one who say to a woman, suckle me, is sick, disgusting. But their prophet ordering the women to suckle me is not sick. So the second you quote Muhammad saying a statement, you are sick. But Muhammad who said the statement is not sick. The suckling prophet. And not, by the way, this is not only the prophet, this was a verse in the Quran. But as you remember, the Quran was eaten by a goat. The hadith says, according to Aisha, which is a good hadith, Hassan, the verse of stoning, I hope that the streaming going fine, the verse of stoning and breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed. Was what? Was revealed. So it was a verse. Is the video buffering, guys? Is the streaming coming fine? Don't forget to give us a like for the video if you like it, or dislike if you don't like it. Both way is good for me. We are people of truth. Be truthful with us. If you don't like it, say we don't like it. If you have something to say, say something in the comment. Don't be a potato. Don't be a coward. Say something. So when we finish, please make a comment. Tell us what do you think. Tell us what do you think about our friend Rashid who left Islam, and him and his family. The Muslims are so angry that here we make a lot of Muslims leave Islam. And here we go. The Prophet said, Aisha, she said, that the verse of stoning and the breastfeeding for adult 10 times. What kind of God he makes such a verse? No wonder the Muslim woman, she was a very trashy person because she is following a trashy man. Trashy God. What kind of God he will order women to give their breastfeeding or breast to adult? And then we find that Aisha, she was, and you know the funny Mimi Hijab, he's making fun of the people, but Aisha herself, she was doing it. Aisha, she ordered her nieces and her sisters that nobody will enter upon her unless they do breastfeed this adult 10 times. So shall Mimi Hijab make fun of Aisha too, because look like Aisha, she got it wrong? Do he dare? He don't, because he's a potato. So my friend, when those Muslims, they tried to put Christian Prince down by smearing him, they brought more people to me, and more people leave in Islam. And now we are doing way better than before. Now almost every time I go live on air, I have a Muslim leaving Islam at least. So they try to fight us by making fabrication, making it personal. This is what they do. They try to put you down as a person. Oh, he's a bad person. My friend, no one is good in this earth. Only God is good. You can say whatever you want about me. I'm not a prophet. But your God is a perverted God. Here we go. Because of your God, Aisha, she having tens of girls in her office. Young women giving their nipples to strange men before they can meet Aisha in the White House. So imagine you go to meet Trump or to meet Joe Biden, and now you want to meet his wife. But you cannot see his wife unless you have to suckle the sisters of Aisha and the nieces of Aisha. And Aisha and her sisters, they have their breast on the table, drive-through suckling. And you have to know that you have to do 10 times suckling until you are satisfied in 10 different days. It's not something you suckle and you go, no. 10 times in 10 different days, and you have to leave when you are satisfied. I don't know satisfied from what exactly. I mean, how a man is going to be satisfied, you tell me? Is that a sandwich? And if suckling the breast of a woman will stop a man from thinking about her sexually, that is the last thing you want your wife to do. I challenge any Muslim to order his wife to suckle his neighbor, so the neighbor, when he see her in the yard, he will not think about her in a sexual way. Do it. Let us see if it works. Invite your neighbor and tell him, can you suckle my wife tits, please? And you have to do it 10 times. And then let us see, after 10 times sucking your wife tits, if he will be a good guy to her. I bet you he will. And she will be too. Because already they have memory together. Hey, my neighbor, do you remember when you were in my lap last week? Yes, my neighbor. You gave me your nipples, mashallah. They were big and round and warm. But neighbor, I'm so upset from you. Why? Why you upset? Because you did bite them. You should not bite them that much. My husband, he don't bite them that much. What kind of religion this religion is? So you're upset because we show you the stupidity of your prophet. You target people, you try to bully them, but who care? Bully as much as you want. You are bully like your God. Still your prophet is a scumbag. You like it or not, he is a scumbag. You cannot elevate him. It's not me who come to you with this idea of a breastfeed for adult. So I'm not the one who brought shame to you. It's your prophet who brought shame. All right, let's see if we have Muslims. Don't ask me to add you to Skype. I take only Muslims. Okay. Any Muslim? Too many lies. Mr. Ultimate Fart, too many lies. We put it in the screen, too many lies. Ultimate Fart, what you can say. Okay. Anyway, do we have any more Muslims or we are done? I mean, look at those idiots. We show them everything we say in the screen and they say too many lies. So what they are saying without knowing, there's too many lies in Islamic teaching, because this is your teaching. When you say that those are lies, those lies are written in your books. So what you are saying, that we Muslims, we are a bunch of liars and we lie. So whatever we write in our book is a lie. We say the Prophet said so, we say it's a lie. We say Aisha said so, we say it's a lie. We say Allah said so, we say it's a lie. But who said so? We said so. Who? The Muslims. So when you say it's a lie, you are just getting yourself busted again. What a bunch of dummies. And just to show you how stupid this religion is, just to show you the extreme stupidity of this cult, Muhammad, he told the Muslim, don't take down, which means don't write down anything I say except the Quran, which means don't write the Hadith, because Muhammad, he knew he did a lot of poo-poo there, so he don't want it to be preserved. So don't write down anything from me, and he who took it down anything from me except the Quran, he should efface it. And look how stupid the Abdul, the guy, he just told them don't write in the wall, so they wrote in the wall. Don't write in, the Prophet said don't write in the wall. I mean, do you see the stupidity of this religion? The guy, he just told you don't write down what I say, so you write down saying that the Prophet said don't write down what I say. What kind of hashish you take? He just told you don't write it down. Can you believe the stupidity? The Prophet said, don't write down anything from me, okay? Because I do a lot of poo-poo. Okay, Prophet, okay. The guys, the Muslim, they went home. The Prophet today, he says, don't write down anything. And they continue writing whatever he say. As if he said nothing. Like the guy, he just told you, don't write down. Stupidity is beyond imagination. I mean, who can beat the stupidity here? Nobody. This is the ultimate stupidity. Anyway, do we have any Muslim? We can take one more Muslim in case there is any. Anyone? Who is Allah? Allah is God. So why Allah? He says Allah, He witness. Did you see what happened to him? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know, but you get it wrong. I got it wrong. So are you saying to me the Quran could not make it clear? Are you saying to me the Arabic of Allah is stupid? Actually, the Quran witnessed that the Arabic of Allah is stupid. How we can prove that? The Quran says Allah will cause the Muslim to forget Quran in order to make them have better Quran or something similar. Read and love. Whatever verses or revelation we do abrogate or cause to be forgotten, we bring better one or similar. Do you see the stupidity? Allah, He will write better Quran than the Quran. Why? Did Allah go to school? Did Allah, after reading the Quran, He found that his Quran first copy was not good? There's some errors, there's some grammar mistakes, there's some words should not be used there. I mean, how Allah can write better Quran than the previous Quran? And to make it more stupid, He said similar. Better or similar. This is why I call it BS. This is the BS Quran. BS mean better or similar. Read it. I mean, have you ever heard of a God? He want to cause you to forget verses because He want to bring you similar verses. So why you cause them to forget the verses? All what happened here, Muhammad cannot remember the same verses twice. So to cover his bum, he says, oh, don't worry, Allah will give me something similar. And then the Muslims, they say to us, the Quran is preserved. When the Quran says Allah will cause you to forget the Quran. Isn't it? This is funny. Allah, He says He will cause them to forget the Quran. The Muslims, they say we preserve the Quran. Allah said He will forget the Quran. You know, when the Muslim, they say that a goat, she ate the Quran. And she ate the chapters of a breastfeeding for adult. I mean, who in the world will believe this story? Because listen carefully. If the goat, she ate the Quran, well, the Quran, the goat she ate, the Muslims already they knew. So the Quran is eaten by the goat, but the goat did not eat the memory of the Muslims. Don't the Muslims, they say we memorize the Quran by heart? Who is the hero Muslim? He is going to memorize for me the breastfeeding for adult verses. The goat ate it in the paper, but she did not eat your memory. Did she? Did this goat go to every house of a Muhammadan in the world and she was licking his brain and eating the paper inside his head? Or she ate only the Quran and the pillow of Muhammad? So here you can tell the reality is not what they are saying. Obviously, the Muslims, they don't want this verse to be there. They decide to eat it. It's not the goat who ate it. It is the Muslims who ate it. This is why Mimi Hijab going around, because he's ashamed. There's no way we can accept this. Prophet and God saying, suck my wife tits. So Mimi Hijab at that time, he decided to eat the Quran, and then they blame the goat. I'm so glad they did not blame the Jews, because usually they blame the Jews for everything. But that moment, there's no Jews left. He killed them all. So they cannot blame the Jews. So we blame who? The goat. Okay, the goat ate the Quran. What about the verse in the head of Aisha? What about the verse in the head of Abu Bakr? Omar? The Muslims? And what kind of God he could not stop a goat from eating his book? And this is why I say to you, if you are an author or a writer, please don't let the goat enter your house. She will eat all your books. Learn from the mistake of Muhammad. You are quoting not authentic hadith. Look at this idiot. It says here Hassan. Guys, you are quoting not authentic hadith. It says Hassan. Hassan means good. So look like in Islam they call it good, but it's bad. Hassan is one of the names of the grandsons of Muhammad. So Muhammad was calling his grandson Hassan when he is supposedly is bad. He called him bad. Hassan. So if it's not authentic, why you call it Hassan? Hassan means good. Ah, we Muslims, when we say good, we mean bad. Aha. By the way, I posted 2 days ago a video, a movie. It's posted for free in YouTube, by YouTube. I forget the name. You guys go to my page in Patreon, click on it and watch it. You will see the guy. He called Muhammad, like 100 guys behind him. They stand up. It's a comedy, but it's a good and a true movie. Go watch it. It's a comedy. It's a very good about Islam. Perfect. So this is the truth. This is the truth. We show them a hadith which is true. It says Hassan, good. They say not authentic. Anything is embarrassing. It is not authentic. Hassan is not sahih. Just to show you your stupidity, my friend. Let me take a screenshot for your answer. Guys, Hassan is not sahih. So what the word sahih mean? Mean correct. Hassan mean good. In fact, the word good should be better than the word correct. Because it's good. Isn't it God only good? When we say good, it's mean no bad in it. It's mean it's way better than authentic. But if I go with you, if Sahih is not authentic, so why you call the whole book authentic and why is called Hassan if it's not authentic? It's amazing how those people try to defend their stupid prophet. It is Hassan. Okay, what about this one? Is this one Hassan or good? Your prophet is mentally ill. He imagined himself doing things, in fact he did not. Are you there? According to this hadith, your prophet is a bewitched man. So who in the world want to follow a bewitched man, which means he controlled by the devil? Read with me. This is al-Bukhari, which means it is already authentic. Is that Hassan or bad or good? Look, the prophet, he discovered that shaitan, he farted when you pray. Is that Hassan or good? Look, this one it says Sahih. Is that Sahih mean Hassan or it mean bad? Muhammad, he have a degree in farting. Look, this is Aisha, this is authentic, al-Bukhari. The prophet, he do boom boom, but not with the wives. With who then? The prophet, he imagined himself doing boom boom, but in fact he did not. So he was doing it with who? Because it turned to be not the wives. Then with who? Is that authentic? Yes, it is. This is al-Bukhari. What we will do now? The Prophet, he died by poison. Is that Hassan? Da'if? No, this is al-Bukhari. This is very authentic. How he died? He died by poison cutting his aorta or artery. This is exactly what the Quran says. If Muhammad is lying, Allah will cut his artery. If Muhammad is lying or fabricating Quran, the Quran say Allah will cause him to die by cutting his artery. Read it. Chapter 69, verse number 46. Do you see it? Okay, let us compare it with the hadith. Is this hadith is weak or this is al-Bukhari? It's al-Bukhari. It is very authentic. The Prophet, Aisha, she said, the Prophet in his element which he died, used to say, which means he for a long time he said that, Aisha, Aisha, I feel the pain caused by the falafel I ate at Khaybar. At this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut off from that poison. And by the way, the last thing your prophet he did when he died, he asked Aisha to bring a dish, he pissed on it and he died. Is that Hassan or weak? The last thing Muhammad he did, he pissed. I mean, did Muhammad, is he a prophet? He knew is going to die soon. Shouldn't he pray? Shouldn't he do something different? He pissed. Muslims, is it true that your prophet, the last thing he did, he pissed? I mean, look, he's a prophet. He predicted that he would die. So he decided to piss. How you can say that Muhammad said curse on Jews and pagans if Jesus cursed a fig tree? You know, this is a very silly, I don't know. What. So are you upset for the feeling of the fig tree? Look at this guy. He is upset. Jesus, he cursed the fig tree. Is the fig tree was one of your family? She was a human. It's a tree. So Jesus, he gave us an example that I am the Lord. When I give you, I ask you for fruit, you don't give an excuse, say it's not my season yet. And here you see that Jesus, he cursed the tree, he killed the tree by saying a word, which is additional proof that Jesus is God. Can you kill a tree by a word? You cut a tree, you burn the tree, and still the roots will grow. So you are a silly, stupid. Same time, Muhammad, he curses the Jews, but who care about his curse? It's working the opposite way. The Jews are flourishing. The Muslims are dying. So look what happened. Let us compare. Jesus, he cursed the tree died. Muhammad, he cursed the Jews, they got richer. I would like you to curse me too then. Please, can you call your prophet to curse Christian Prince? I want to change my car. If you don't mind, next time you go to the Kaaba, or sorry, to Medina, you go to your prophet grave, says to him, please, 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 I want you to curse Christian Prince. My friend, I want to be rich like the Jews. So you're a prophet cursed the Jews. What happened to the Jews? What's wrong with those Abdul? All of you Muslims buying weapons these days from them. Today, just today, a prince from Saudi Arabia arrived to Israel because they want to build manufacture of weapon in Saudi Arabia. They want the defense of Israel. In Iraq, they want the defense of Israel. Nobody can defend them. The Jews are defending you these days. Muhammad, he cursed the Jews. He cursed himself. He said, if I am lying, Allah will cut my altar. And this is how he died. So look like the curse of Muhammad worked only against himself. I need to study the science of the hadith. No, my friend, I do not. I will leave that for you. Here it says Sahih. So look at the stupidity. They are the one who study it, and they are the one who made it good, and then they say it's not good. The science of the hadith. And by the way, when your prophet, he made the hadith, he told you the way of the science of the hadith work, or this is your fabrication too? Who is the one who come with the science of the hadith? You tell me. It's your fabrication. The first time a hadith was written, it was 300 years after Muhammad. Al-Bukhari himself, his book does not exist. Sahih Muslim, his book does not exist. So where do you get the hadith from? Where is the book of Al-Bukhari? I just told you why Jesus did that. You are obviously you're an idiot. Jesus, he cursed the tree because the tree has no fruits. So he was giving example to the disciple. When I ask you for fruit, you don't say it's not my time. I'm your Lord. All of you, you have to give a fruit. No excuse. The tree, it's not her season. But because I am the Lord, even the tree, she have to give me fruit. So when Jesus, he do things, he didn't do it to show his power. He do it to show what you should do, how you can serve him. So time will come and he will ask the Christians, you spend your life in this earth, what you did. They will say to him, some of them, we used to be a fig tree. We give fruits only in season. Then he will say to them, depart from me, I do not know you. Anyway, silly people. Do we have any Abdul? Our Skype is open, and until now we are not receiving any attempt from any smart Muslim. Look like they are pretty much in retreat. Yeah. Well, I think we have enough for today. Did we have a good time, guys? Because, you know, I need to go and do, I want to go to the heaven of Allah. And nobody can describe the heaven of Allah like Allah. And Allah, he says, nobody knows the heaven of Allah. Nobody can describe the heaven of Allah, but I'm going to describe for you the heaven of Allah.
Jannah, in the paradise, ما لا عين رأت. There is no such eyes can even see something like the Jannah. ولا أذن سمعت. Not even the ears, you cannot even hear about the true Jannah, because the Jannah is beyond what you are hearing. ولا خطر على قلب بشر. You not even imagine, you cannot even describe or think what is the Jannah. Before, let me describe something beautiful about your castle.
Do you see the stupidity? The guy, he said, I cannot describe for you the Jannah, and now he said, let me describe your castle. He just said nobody can imagine, nobody can think, nobody can describe it. Second after he said, let me describe your castle. I mean, where the stupidity is made. So you made a presentation saying nobody can describe the heaven for you. When you finish saying that, you say, let me describe your castle. I mean, the guy, he can't only describe the heaven, he described even the house in the heaven. Tell me about the castle. What will happen? I will have a castle there? Really? Okay.
Your castle in the Jannah is something so beautiful.
Really?
Your castle in the Jannah.
You just said you never saw it. Like, what the heck? And nobody saw it. What the heck? And you can't imagine it. What the heck? And now you are describing it?
Has 4 doors.
Here we go. Your castle have 4 doors. What do you want more? How many of you wish to have a house have 4 doors? But remember, he can't describe it. I will have a house with 4 doors. Why? Because I have 4 wives or what? No. Anyway, I'm not going to play the whole video. Actually, once I played this video in a church, literally with my comment for sure, because if you watch it alone, you will not notice how stupid it is. Most of people at least will not notice. But I played this and I stop and I make comment. People, they in the floor, man. People, they are sitting in a plastic chairs, you know. And there's a guy. He was really heavy duty. He's really big. He is so big in the body. He was laughing and then he fell. When he fell into his back, he opened his arms to hold himself from falling. But he made all the chairs in the left of his and his right fell down with him. All of this because of this video. Unbelievable. But anyway, I don't want you to be stressed with such a video. No way.